No, Shani, bog off. Go away. Not interested in you. Please. I only like...
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, no, not that. Hiya, Gemma. You coming up, Gemma? My Jim. Oh, yes, we know the real-time performance tips and things. Yeah, let Gemma in. Yeah, I know. We do all this rubbish, and it tells us all this rubbish. Right, there you go.
I was going to say, how did you know it was Blue's birthday today? I heard you singing since I came in.
Whose birthday?
My boy Blue. My pup, he's 8 today, so we went and got him a party hat and some cake.
Oh,
And everything.
it was somebody else's birthday today as well.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh.
Yeah, I think my boy had a better day.
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. So, what's going on? What's happening?
I want to know myself. Been very quiet.
Well, let me just unblock somebody. Is that right? I think that's one. Right. So, Paul, if you're here somewhere, I've sorted that thing out that you said to me about on the last message that you sent me. So, about Savage 2, I just sorted that out. Still can't get into it from the other one though. So, yeah, there you go. Just in case Paul wants to record us tonight.
All right, okay.
He's been a bitch. Oh, did I just say that? Oh, Justice is here.
I just thought he liked recording people's trauma to get off on it, but what do I know? Oh, sorry. Oh, are you all having a good day?
Oh, hi, Justice.
Hi.
So, yeah, I've had a very productive day today. Very productive.
Well, it sounds like you've been a very busy person. Haven't you?
Yeah, it's been very busy today.
Where is everybody? Why is everybody so quiet?
Oh, it's just the way I like it.
Let's see. What is it? Put it on me story. Hazel.
I can't see the. Am I? Can it see me?
I can see you in a little. No, I can see gingerbread. No, I can't.
Gingerbread man. Yeah, that's what I like to see.
Yeah, I can see gingerbread man.
Yeah, good. I like to see that. Bingo. Oh, I like bingo. You know.
Aye.
I like a bit of bingo.
Yeah, writing down at the end of the night.
I've seen what you did, Justice. And you'll soon find out what I've been up to.
I don't understand what you mean. What great comments.
So, Justice put up some pictures of me today.
That's not very nice of her.
I thought it was quite good, actually.
Oh, what did she put up?
Yeah. I mean, she could have stuck me on the Monjaro, for God's sake, but no. No, it was good pictures, actually.
Oh, is it? I've just clicked on it now. The one where you're pointing the finger.
Oh, there's a few on there.
You know what? It looks very artistic.
Yeah, it
It
doesn't.
looks very, yeah, it looks really good, that, actually.
I didn't know that Justice had such talent.
No? But then again, people's, yeah, I'm wise. Hmm. I thought it's
Really
not
talent.
about the person what
Really
takes the
talented
picture,
human
what
being.
produces it. It's about the person what's in the picture, what makes it the picture, and very artistic in the first place. So it's down to the person in the picture, not the person posting it.
You want to say that 10 times faster?
No.
Oh, get Beth on here.
Hi, say hello, love.
Hello.
Beth's got her own account. Let her on.
I do. But I don't fancy being on YouTube tomorrow morning.
You probably are. We'll probably get Justice is probably the one what's recording us anyway, because she's the only one sitting there.
I'll think about it when I'm in bed. I'll see if I'm gonna come on or not.
Okay.
She can record it for prosperity. If she
Mm.
wants.
Well, the one thing is my kid's a good kid, and yeah, that's all that matters.
It's nice to hear that your daughter's with you, sitting with you and
Yeah.
getting you drinks and looking after her mum.
Mhm.
Sometimes some other mums don't have their children, isn't it?
It's alright. She went Primark the other day, didn't you? We got matching pyjamas. She got the Wednesday ones, and we've also got the Stitch ones as well, right?
I should have sized up in them Stitch ones actually, because they were a bit tight on me last night.
So we've done that and stuff, and we've been. She's out with the shopping this week and
Been
stuff.
eating a bit much.
And no, she hasn't. I hate when you say that. I like her to eat. She's like a rake. I love her to eat because I feel like I have to fatten her up and I don't have to. So that's how I am.
I know enough to know that you've got a non-mole against your own child. Oh, sorry, your own child's got one against you.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
Oh, they're just what justice. One of the children mustn't like her, and they put a molestation order against her, so they don't want her to have any contact with her. So yeah.
What was the Brighton police told you? Oh, go and ask the court. Go and ask the courts. Boo-hoo.
What are you doing?
I was just explaining it to her. She might not understand what it meant.
I know what that is.
Oh, I didn't know you did.
It's not going to look right when you walk into the family
My
court.
mother-in-law tried.
Got a conviction for harassment on your ass.
The one thing is,
Angela.
yeah, one of them. My mother-in-law didn't like me, but she never got a lawsuit against me. We just looked at each other from across the mall or something. And then when we got our time, we used to sit there and mumble at each other till the cows came in. That's what you do.
Not you, Justice. What was it you were saying last night? Oh, I've got to find Stell's secret. I've got to find out Stell. There is no secret. That's the thing. You'd be wasting your time, so you should use that energy on your children rather than chasing after me. I know that you fancy me. Justice fancies me, by the way.
It won't surprise me. She's very obsessive with you and the things she does. So it does show that personality traits in her anyway. Sorry, did my brain come out then? I'll play it back in for you.
You know when you go into child court and everything, yeah, and they say that you've been harassing somebody, and it's on your record. I don't think they'd be very forthcoming.
Nah. Not just that. If you wasn't aware, Justice, my daughter, she has autism, right? Not once did any of you actually ask if it was okay, right? Apart from Stell and everybody what comes in what knows us, right? All to chat nice. They don't actually go on lives, actually, like sprouting my daughter on there or putting her on social media. These are the only ones what have done that. Just to let you
Justice,
know that.
justice, yeah. No, I've got you on recording a couple of days ago in Red's Live doxing me, shouting out my address. I've got that.
That's endangering somebody, that justice. That's putting somebody's welfare at risk. Or is that why are you saying good to that? If you're putting somebody's information out on social media, knowing that could possibly bring them harm, then
Yes.
you are at fault for that. So legal purposes on that, with you doxing and doing that process, you potentially put somebody's life at risk. What for a few views? At the end of the day, if the counteract on that is you get reported and get told, if the courts find out what you're doing on social media, then unfortunately, on that, the law will stay on Stell's side because
You
you're
are now.
purposely putting
You are now,
doxing up.
Justice. All the videos that you've just put up about me, yeah, and what you've been saying in them is actually a criminal harassment.
It
And
is.
I've already spoken to the police about it. And about, what was it? About 3 hours ago? Oh, no, not even that. It wasn't even that. It was about an hour ago. You know the little link they send you? I uploaded all your stuff to them.
Oh,
It's not on Google Justice. It's not. You found it in the fucking Argos paper. Sorry, you found it in the newspaper, which incorrectly reported that I had been, I'd been found guilty of not being not being a police grass, right? So because I wasn't going to tell
they
the
didn't want
police something,
an informant.
then wait a minute, Jim. You need to listen to this, yeah. Because this justice actually slagged me off the other night, yeah, right? Because she said, "Oh, so it's in the papers and everything," and still wouldn't tell the police who was driving the smart car. And then they all started slagging me off about the smart car. And I went, "That's right. I'm not a police grass." So because I'm not a police grass, yeah, I was ridiculed for that. So since Justice believes in justice, and she believes and because she can't, she believes in justice, yeah, and she thinks badly of people who don't grasp the police. I had no option today but to tell the police.
At the end of the day, she's putting you at risk. You've got all right to do that. And not just that, if she's being aggressive, if she's showing unstability behind her, if she's showing she's not mentally stable to look after her children or be actually a person online or even offline, but you're showing aggression, DV behaviour, and you're doing manipulative stuff and coercion, there's quite a lot of things what can go into that, then that comes a risk factor for a lot of people. Now,
That's what
behaviour
justice.
and
Sorry.
stalking is a lot of things. Police don't appreciate being used as a tool. No, nobody's
Justice, let me tell
using.
you something. Let me tell you something, Justice. That's exactly what Claire does.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't threaten you first. Prove it. Bring it out. You threatened me. You said to me the other day, "I'm not going to come to your door. I'm going to." What did you say?
Actually, no. What she did do, she
That was a
threatened you
direct.
first, saying she was sending people through your door, right?
Yep.
And she was
That's right.
telling you she had people driving up and down your street,
Right.
right? So yeah, that is intimidation. That's threats. That's harassment. That's stalking, right?
Right. And
There's
I've
a
got it
lot of
recorded.
things to that.
And I've got it recorded. And I told the police about that. I gave them that this afternoon when I spoke to them. It was nothing to do with you, Justice. You butted in on an argument between me and Claire. You took Claire's side when you know nothing about it. Yeah, you butted yourself in, moved your arse, and you wanted to.
Just screenshot it because you've just got her saying she's doxed. She's just submitted it in writing.
Yeah. And then you shoveled your little backside in and wanted to sit down with your popcorn and then decided to get involved. It was nothing to do with you. I offered you twice. I said to you, I'll take you for coffee in George Street. And then I said to you the other day, I've got something for you. And both times, no, I've went and taken it to the police. And both times you refused my request because I would have showed you that I would have showed you that you're on the wrong side. You and Observer are sitting on the wrong table.
Good night,
I
love.
can't
Love you.
I can't put
You
it
too,
on
good
the
night.
internet what I know.
Okay. Stell, Beth just wants to say something to you.
Who?
I might come in the lab, I don't know yet.
All right.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be involved
That's all
in
right.
anything.
That's perfectly fine.
If you don't need to, don't worry about it.
Yeah. If you want to say good night then quickly.
Good night.
Good night, Beth.
Good night, love.
I can spill their water.
Okay, no problem.
And I would have shown. I can't show it online, obviously, because that's not allowed. But I can show it to people to prove my innocence. And you didn't want to know, so there you go. Paul, you just put a picture of a child on social media. You put that up, and you claimed it was me, and that's a lie. That is not me.
The thing is, right, my daughter's not on camera. Right? My daughter's not on the live. You can just hear
And
her
your daughter's
voice.
21.
Yeah.
She's 21.
21. She's 21 in October, guys.
This is
Don't
the thing
worry.
about Paul and Gemma, yeah. They get things confused, right? Because when you're old, yeah, your children are older. They're men. Like
Yeah.
in my case, they're men, yeah.
Yep.
You, on the other hand, you have a daughter that's a woman.
Yeah.
You know, a fully grown adult. So, hey, Observer, that doesn't matter. Ask Justice, because she was moaning just a few weeks ago that Rangi had put the faces of children onto. Was that right, Justice? Is that right? Real children on fake children? I don't know, whatever way around it was, but it looked like a child. And he did that. Justice will fill you in on the details
Wow.
of what Rangi did.
No child should be
You're
put on
fine.
her net.
And so she sits with a man who does exactly the same thing. That's weird. And weren't you threatening to do something physical to Justice a few months ago? Oh, it's not twisted, Justice. I've got the video. I've got the video. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. She was in a box poll on the bottom left, and you were in the top right, and you were calling her Miss Brighton, and you said what you were going to do to the other girl if they come near your house. And Miss Just was Miss Brighton, as you called her at the time, and you can tell it's her because the big wide mouth across the face that she's got. No, a big wide mouth of hers. You said what you were going to do, and Justice was gone, and you said, "Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted." Lilith, the point I'm making is that they think they can dox me. So Justice doxed me first and then went crying because I doxed her. That's what it's about. Don't come for me when it's got nothing to do with you. Yeah. No, I didn't do it first. I've got the recording. Last week you shouted out my address on Red's Live. You
Multiple
shouted it. I've
times.
got it recorded. I snipped it today and I sent it. Yes, you did. Ask Paul, because he's got it on his as well. Technically, Paul, that's true. Technically. You shouted it out. Everything. And you turned around and said that you were sending people to my door. I clicked that. You told me that you were going up and down the street. Oh, sorry, did you tell Red or was it Claire you said it? Oh, Claire you said it to. And Claire thinks that this Kate woman might have been you. It's not a cry me a river, Paul. It's just that Justice is on here crying, not me. And I'm just telling her, right? So this is what happened. This is the truth of the matter. And you can put it on your posts, whatever your thing, on your YouTube thing. The thing is that Justice creeped in, sat down, and got involved in a situation that had nothing to do with her. Hi, Team Alfie. It had nothing to do with her.
Mum.
I'm okay, Mum. It had absolutely not. The argument was between me and Claire, and Red moved her backside in, but that's fine because it was me, Red, and Claire at one time. We were a team, so it's obvious that she's going to take Claire's side. That was obvious from the start, which is why I played her. And she played me. That is true. She played me as well. I'm not worried about you, Justice. Not one bit.
Love, are you having her with you, or is she staying in here with me?
Where do you want to go, Jessica? Oh shit, last night was nothing but fart all night.
Then do you want to leave her in here?
John, do you want to come up?
Sorry. Letting Jessica out on meds.
Can you hear me, everybody?
You.
Okay, right. She's already defended herself and her position. And just because I look at my live, I decide who comes up and who doesn't. Oh, be very careful picking on women.
Hold on a minute.
Sure.
Right. One observer, you tried to belittle me on how I speak, right, because of the medication I'm on, right? Just to let you know, Alfie's mum's in here, and she knows me on the app. She's known me for a very long time, okay, and she knows how I speak through my medication, and I can't help that. So you belittled me, you shame me on disability, shame me on my medication because I'm poorly. Right, that's because she wants some medicine.
I've given it.
Right, okay, she's fine.
Jessica.
But a lot of the things you've done, right, isn't right. But at the end of the day, you want to pick on women, you pick on women. You pick on women. Exactly. Thank you,
Remember to
Mum.
send your heart me's in, everybody. Don't just sit there and tap my screen, please. Thank you very much.
Well, it's alright, you don't need
You can pretend you're doing something to me. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's certain people in the comments, Alfie, Mum, who have actually targeted Stell and others who have come in the box. And the issue is, this has been going on with somebody who targeted Stell prior, who is a friend, Justice, and also the New Observer is actually friends with, and she called Claire. She targeted Stell first. They started making threats. So what happened was they started bringing other people in and their partners in and started going for them and thinking they were all big in it. Then stories started coming out of who these people actually were and the crimes and things, what come out and what they've done. At this point, it's been harassment, bullying. It has been going on and on for weeks now. It's been going on for weeks and weeks, and unfortunately, today they've actually doxed again Stell's address.
Yeah, I don't bother about that.
I know, but still, it's not right. So now what they're doing is they're picking on people with disabilities and stuff like that. But unfortunately for them is they can try and do that. This app's built up of hundreds and thousands of people with disabilities, learning problems, health issues, all sorts, right? And these people would they want to be doing what they're doing, let them, because it shows what vile, horrible people they really are. And that's really what they've done. And they've done a lot more, really. But Stell might tell you that.
The thing is, right, I do actually have evidence of substance misuse from that person and child neglect, but I'm the baddie. This is what I don't understand, yeah? I'm the baddie, right? Because I went to the father and said, look, things are getting out of hand, yeah, and something needs to be done. I'm the baddie. How can you be the baddie?
Sorry, Sal. Sorry. Right. Sal hasn't got anything over me at all. Right. We're just friends. And at the end of the day, having a friend, right, is not a crime. Right. He doesn't hold nothing over me. Nobody does. Right. Nobody in this world can hold anything over my head. You know why? Because I don't do nothing wrong. So do you know what? And also, I don't hold nothing over Stell either or anybody. If somebody's done something wrong, I pull them up on it. Apart from that, that's about it. But I'm real. Oh yeah, I'm really shaking in my boots. Oh, I'm scared. Sort your lives out and understand people are not scared like you think.
Yeah, that's
People
right.
can actually have friends,
That's right.
right? Understand that.
That's right. She was my friend until I refused. Yeah. Till I refused to give a false statement in a court of law for her. When I did that, she turned on me. She was the one that turned first. And this is the thing that people don't. They keep on talking about the argument, Gemma,
Yeah.
right? Right. They keep on talking about the actual big argument where I blew up and had a meltdown, yeah? What they don't understand is that behind the scenes, I had already spoken to Claire twice about her behaviour towards me. I'd actually said to her, and I've got it all documented in text, and I said, the thing is, Paul, I'll come back to that in a second. And so I had actually spoke to her twice at least, you know, and said, don't be treating me like that just because I won't do what you told me today.
Mm-hmm.
And the
And I
thing,
look,
right,
I know.
the thing is, right, is that Claire has got all these people woven in the little web of lies that she's done, right? And it makes it worse because Paul said the other day something about, oh, the one that laughs, that shouts the loudest is normally the guilty one. Yeah, I'm just sitting here talking about myself and defending myself while she's out there running around to anybody and everybody that will listen, telling them I'm a wrong'un and saying things badly about me. And I'm just sitting here saying the facts. And the three facts are child neglect, substance abuse, and
Harassment, weren't it?
substance abuse, child neglect, and lying about her partner.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That man never, ever coerced her, touched her,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
her, or done anything to her. That man is completely innocent. And I can't understand why there's people sitting in this chat, yeah, who are advocating, right,
For
for
an
a
abuser.
person who has deliberately, and I mean deliberately, went out their way to put an innocent man in his position that, like what he's been put in. This man is devastated. He didn't see it coming. He didn't understand what the behavior was about. Yeah, there was no problems there except for her substance abuse. Everything else was calm. He tried to manage that substance abuse. He tried to help her with her substance abuse, and she then turned on him like that.
Yeah.
What's weird behavior and what's reposted? I don't get it.
You're not the only one. Unless he's just trying to think what to put in the comments.
Oh, Actually, he said something he wanted me to. I was going to come back to, wasn't it?
Oh, provoking, that one. Was it?
What was it he said that I was going to come back to?
Still, you don't have friends. You have pawns in your games. That was it. That's what I
Oh,
want you to go back to.
oh yeah. So no, I don't have pawns in my games. If Claire backed off, yeah, and stopped this vendetta she's got against me, then there would be no game. It would be nice if she actually admitted that yes, she did do some of the things I said, and that I was telling the truth. That would be really nice. But she's never going to do that. That's never going to happen. Hi, Christo. So as that's never going to happen, Paul, the game is one that she's started and she's done the rules, not me. Oh, Pocket Rocket. I don't know. Who's that? I don't know who that is.
I don't
So,
know.
you know, no, I'm going to keep defending myself to the hilt. Now, the thing is, right, and this is actually, and speak on it, because there's so many people running around. So why did you come after me then? I didn't attack you since we spoke on... Right. Well, you did, because you made a comment the other day in Red's Live, and I saw it, and I thought that was fucking... Excuse me. Excuse my French. Bonjour. Right.
It's chat.
That was really underhanded. It was not required. And I just thought, why did you say that? Yeah. And then you proceeded to say that you knew I was telling lies, and that is not true. I was in there. I was in that live. I was right in the middle of them, Paul. They didn't even see me. They blamed some other person. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there laughing. I was, oh my God. It was tickling me. It was tickling me. They blamed somebody else. And try to say, oh, that's Stell. And then there was, oh, that one's Stell. That one's Stell. That one's Stell. And I was sitting there the whole time. They just didn't see me. Well, you kind of did apologise. You did say, maybe I didn't, maybe you got that wrong, because I've used that monkey filter many, many times before, and my old handle was Mad Monkey. Funny enough, you know when I was doing that thing that... thanks for helping me, by the way, Paul, right? Right? You know, you could have phoned me up and gave me a hand with this, but you didn't bother. But I found my old logo when I was Mad Monkey. I found it. And the thing is, Gemma, right? They all think I'm hiding something.
Yeah.
And
No.
nothing of the sort.
The thing is, you would think you would understand, right? If they wanted to know something, all they would have to do is ask you. You're an open book. You don't have to sit there and lie. You don't have to do anything. Just ask. And they tell you. But instead, you just don't do that.
I did have an activity. I did have an online activity that
Do I look like a child to you, mate? Do I really look like a child? Right? Do I look like I come out of your sack for you to turn around to tell me to go to bloody bed?
Gemma,
Are
shush.
you alright?
Gemma, shush. Don't get a violation, love. Don't. I think Gemma was a bit confused, because she did actually ask me later, did you say this or this? And I cleared it up for her, Paul. Now, you got to remember that Gemma has disabilities, and she has got medication, very strong medication, that makes her a bit woo-woo. And sometimes you have to be a little bit more direct with Gemma. And sometimes that directness you can't use on this app. So a little message to her to say blah blah blah, and I'm sure that would have been cleared up.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually spoke to her about it
Yeah.
on your behalf, Paul. Actually, it was on your behalf because I know that you don't have a telephone number or anything like that. So I spoke to her on your behalf.
And just to say, if he ever got hold of my number, the police would be the next call it would make.
Gemma, will you please apologise for that confusion you got about his essay?
Oh,
And
I'm very sorry for my behaviour. I'm so sorry for
Gemma,
saying.
Gemma,
Yes,
say it.
I am. I'm very sorry for what I said, but I will not apologise for saying you shouldn't have stuck us up, my daughter up on a different app. But apart from that, yeah, there's your apology.
Yeah, there was that, and that has actually upset Gemma. And I've suggested, Paul, that you re-edit it and take that little bit out if you could, please. I asked you nicely, and you didn't. Nor can I, Paul.
Yeah, well, yeah, if you look his name up, right, look him up on YouTube, right, you'll see me, you'll hear my daughter speaking to me and Sal and a few others in the box having a laugh and stuff on in the background. And the new observer decided that he had the right to put my daughter up on
No, no,
the.
no, 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 no. The problem was, right?
And there's one more thing I didn't agree to, is him actually posting me talking in confidence to people on here about what I went through as a child and EV and stuff. And he also wanted to post that up on social media too on a different app, without actually saying anything.
No, there was a part of that story was a traumatic event that Jem shared with us, and it was not right to put that up on YouTube, Paul. I've said that to you before. I won't step down from that.
Evening, everyone. Hello, Stell. Long time no see.
Yeah,
And
hi,
you,
Mum.
Coffee.
Well, missed
You
you.
all right? Are you all right, love?
I am alright.
We're sort of like in a dilemma on that one, Jem and Stell, because if you're talking on a public platform of personal stuff, then it's an open book, really, isn't it?
Mum, I agree with you, and I agreed with Paul on that very point. Yeah, but the point I was trying to make was out of courtesy and morality. Yeah,
Morally.
Paul knew that she was incapacitated mentally at that point in time, and didn't realise what she was doing or saying, and
I had my medicine.
Oh, did you?
and
Yeah.
she didn't understand that the whole live would go up on a different public platform. She thought it would only stay on TikTok, and that's fine. She accepted that. But to put it on a different public platform was a bit. I just felt if somebody had done that and they'd asked me to take it down or re-edit it or whatever, I would have done that because it was, you know. But I'm known for next time.
Yeah, I would have been the same as you, Stell, I'll be honest with you. If you'd come to me, then I would have respected that and said, okay. Especially for the circumstances, because you've since day one I've met you, Jem. It must be 2, 3 years. No, nearly 4 years now. You've always took your meds. Do you know what I mean? And it does make you disorientated and slurry, but it's always been the same. So she's not on anything that's not prescribed.
Paul.
But apparently they call me an alcoholic. They've called me a
I don't know because I don't live with you, Jem. So as far as I know, but
I don't
anyway,
drink.
can I just say something, right? Whether you're an alcoholic or a drug user, whatever you do behind your closed doors, your business, isn't it? Doesn't impact on anybody else in here, does it?
No,
Would it?
No, but what I'm saying
so why
is,
condemn
join this
somebody because of their livelihood? I don't understand this.
No,
What?
what they're trying to do is class me as something I'm not because of the medication I'm on and being poorly because of it. So they're
But
going around saying malicious things what are not true.
but to be fair, Jem, that was not Paul who said that. Paul did not say that.
No, but
No.
you could have literally turned around and went, hold on,
Yeah,
instead of agreeing with them.
but he didn't say that.
Well, he didn't say it, Jan, so I agree with Stell on that one.
No, but he did post it on their behalf.
No,
Because
no,
it's,
no, no.
No, he would have done it on his own back, love.
Yeah, he done it
Yeah,
on
I
his own
know.
back, Jem, and I did say that to you. And
Yeah, I
then
know you
Paul,
did.
I came to you and asked you. I asked you to take it and re-edit it. I don't care what you put up about me, but I said that little bit, can you take it out or something, because it was a bit heartfelt. And I agree with what's right and what's wrong. I know that Paul's in the right in a way. But just morality, I would say, was
Yeah.
come into play here, not legal stuff.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, Stella. You know, you asked him nicely not to post it, you know, and due to her circumstances, yeah, all you had to do was a little background check on her and found out that everything she was saying is true. Do you know what I mean?
Alfie's mum, do I lie on the app? Or do I actually say what I do? And I actually am how I am online, like you see me now.
To be honest, I've never known you to lie. I think you're just to the point. It just comes out with you. You don't even
Thank
think.
you.
So
Can I just
I've never
explain
known her to
something?
lie, but I don't live with you like you don't live with me.
I
But
know.
from what I know of you, I've never caught you lying. So,
Can I explain something quickly? Coffee Cup invited me up, I think.
hello.
Hiya. First of all, nobody came to me before I'd uploaded that video. No one had came to me and said, can you edit it? Can you do this? Can you do that? Nothing. The only time I first heard there was a problem was when Gems decided to attack me over it and was like, you're out of order, I've gone to the police, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? Then she explained what the problem was. If someone had come to me beforehand, yeah, nicely, like a human with respect, I would have gladly have edited it. I would have done it. I've done it for people in the past, but no one did. Now I've been attacked. Do you really think I'm inclined to do that now I've been attacked?
Excuse
how
me,
have you
Paul.
been attacked?
I came to you. I actually came to you and said, take the gym a bit out.
You must have done it afterwards. No one done it to me beforehand. No
No, I
one.
done it the next day because I didn't see you putting that up until the next
I'd
day.
already been attacked. And then Gems had the cheek on a public live to deny my essay. Said I've never been essayed, blah, blah, blah. Do you know how humiliating that is to say that
Do
to
you know
Not
someone?
like
how
that.
immediately, and do you know how it makes exactly how you feel,
No, but two
right?
wrongs don't make
Oh
a right.
no, but I know it doesn't. But how that made you feel is how you made me feel when you posted me. So it's
Gems,
not very
I
nice.
didn't
No,
know.
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no, no,
no.
no, no. I didn't
No,
know it
it's
was an
called a
issue.
Hold on.
hypocrite
No, it's
turning
not.
around saying you're
Let me
feeling like
speak.
that when you've made me feel like that.
Gems, I'll tell you why it doesn't make me a hypocrite. Because I wasn't aware that I'd hurt you. I wasn't unaware that it was even a problem. Yeah, till afterwards. You was fully aware of what you were saying to me that night. Yeah, that's the difference. I
I told
obviously
you.
hurt you by mistake. You hurt me on purpose, denying my essay. I was 8 years old, love. Yeah.
I was younger, and it doesn't matter how
I don't
old
care.
you
It's not a
were.
competition. It's not a competition.
Exactly.
You never tell a victim, yeah, that it never
You don't
happened.
post you don't post a victim story without letting them know prior to it.
You
Do you
have you not seen
understand
my
that?
name?
But
You
there's no
know
law
me.
against it, Jem, though, is there? Because
James,
it's on a
you
public
know me.
platform, love.
Yeah, Stell knows me. My name
I
is the
don't know
New
you
Observer.
personally.
No, but you know what I'm about. And I'm not being funny. You had no problems with lives being on my channel when it was helping you. When I had lives of Red and Claire and everyone else, and you were using them to go through and get little bits of evidence, you and Stell, there was no issue then. Yeah, so don't make out
Actually,
there's an
I
issue
sat
now.
there with another phone, and actually, I sat there and watched your YouTube because my daughter came in and told me I was on it.
There you go.
Do
So
you
you
know?
can't have
Do
it
you
both ways.
understand?
I
Do
do
you
understand. I
No,
do understand. But
understand this.
also, you need to
There's some.
understand,
No,
James, that this
understand
isn't.
this.
No,
Observe it.
hold on a minute. I
Understand
haven't
it.
finished.
Well, understand this. Some
Go
things
on.
my daughter doesn't even know. What I talk to an adult about to what my daughter knows is two different things,
And
right?
you know
And
what,
what
James?
you
That's
did,
fine.
you
No,
went and
listen, let me
posted.
reply. Let me reply. That's fine, yeah? But the
No, it isn't
responsibility, no,
fine.
listen, with all due respect, the responsibility is on you. You're the one that's volunteering this information on a public app, not me.
I
This is your stuff.
I
You're the
also
one
told
that's saying it.
my daughter went onto your videos because she liked watching them, right? She liked watching them because she can't sit there and go into life because it sends her head to overrun, right? She can't do it. So she likes to sit there in her own little time, on her own little
Yeah,
self
she likes to
and
watch
watch
it,
it.
and you're scared she's seen what you said
No,
on a.
I'm not scared. My daughter watched it and then came in upset, asking me,
Right. And
"Why have you posted
I
it?"
am sorry about that, Gems. But that responsibility still, with all due respect, lies on you. Why are you saying such personal stuff on a public app? TikTok is disgusting. There's bad people on here. Why are you telling your personal
Because at
story
that
if it's
time
such
we
an
wasn't
issue?
talking about you.
Thank you,
We were
Lillian.
talking about something else altogether. We was talking about the children in the country
Yeah, but
with
at
social
some point you
services.
have
That
volunteered
is
this
not for
private
you to sit
information.
there and go, "Oh right, I'll also do that." Then they're talking about this personal stuff and the trauma what they're going through.
James, I know
Oh,
you
I'll
think
do
it's
that.
personal, right? But it's not. I don't just upload because you've decided to speak. The whole live gets uploaded from beginning to end, unedited, so people can't accuse me of starting a narrative or any of that. Yeah. So if you happen to, in a 5 hour live, spend 10 minutes talking about a personal situation, that's on you, not
And
me.
you're telling me
That's
you
on
couldn't have
you.
cut that bit out.
If I was aware of it before I'd uploaded it, of course, I could have probably gone
All
through
right,
it, and
then
I
what?
probably would have done. Even though it's 5 hours, I probably would have done. But no one did. The first time I heard about it, you attacked me. So, and you've been attacking me ever since, and then deny my essay. So do you really think that's the way to go about getting a favour done for you? Of course it isn't.
A favour.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
you
it is
call
a
it a
favour.
favour?
It
All
would be
right.
a favour. If you wanted me to go on there and edit parts of a recording out, that's me doing you a favour. Because, with all due respect, legally, I don't need to do that. I've done nothing wrong legally. And when you want to talk about morals, yeah, if you'd been a friend of mine, yeah, morals can come into it. I'm not a friend of yours. I don't have morals towards you. I don't need to. You're the one that's volunteering this information, not me. If you've never spoke about it, it would never be anywhere else. So maybe it's a lesson for you, right? When you've took your meds or when you're in a vulnerable position or whatever it is, maybe take yourself off the app before you say something you will then regret in the future. That's a lesson for you, not me. I have
Okay.
hundreds of videos on my channel, not just you. And it isn't even you, it's Stell. You're in his box. You're a guest.
At the end of the day, you should be posting trauma.
Stell, you troublemaker.
I'm not causing drama. I'm not. All I'm doing is I upload Stell's videos from beginning to end. I upload Claire's, Red's, anyone involved in this situation. Every other one of them lives gets put up.
I've
So
not seen. Wait a minute. I've not even seen Red or Claire's.
Red's on there. Go on there. There's about 3 of Red's on there.
Is there?
There's one from just the other night that's on there now. I think it was yesterday, day before. It's now on there.
Have you got the
And
one?
do you know what? I upload all of them unedited so that then people can watch them all and make up their own mind. If I was to edit every video, then it looks like I'm trying to paint a narrative, and I won't do that. So I upload the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've even put myself on there when I went live and had a rant. I've even uploaded that out of fairness. Now, I hate myself on screen. I hate it. But out of fairness, I put it up because that's how I am. I will put it up. Even if I look bad, I will still put it up.
Was that the rant about me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I hadn't even put my fucking teeth in. I look like a gummy bear, but I still had to upload it.
Can I ask you something, Observer?
Of course.
So I know where Jem's coming from, and I understand Jem's point of view, and I understand yours, yeah.
Yeah.
But in the comments, you were saying wrong'uns. What can you define what you mean by wrong'uns?
Oh, I was just fucking cussing her because she was pissing me off. She weren't listening to a word I said, and I didn't know that she'd found out through Stell about my essay. So I was still fuming about that because she denied it.
Actually, I didn't.
No.
I only found out when you said it online.
Yes, exactly. And I pulled it. She asked me a question, and I corrected her on it.
Yeah.
I did not tell her.
Oh, and I get that, Stell. I get that. But you have to agree with this, Stell, yeah? Anyone in their right mind would agree, yeah? You just don't deny someone's essay. If you don't know that person, You don't deny it, especially on a public app either. You don't do that.
I did correct her on it. I did.
But
Exactly.
I know it's not right, Observer, right? And my heart goes out to anybody who's ever suffered with anything like that. It's absolutely horrific, yeah?
It's horrendous. Me as a GAY man, it was even worse because it made me struggle to come out the closet even more because the person that done it to me happened to be a male. Yeah. So in my head, I thought, how can I come out now after I've just been essayed by a male babysitter? Everyone's going to think I must have wanted it because I'm a GAY man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I understand, yeah. But do you think that Jem retaliated and didn't think about it when she started mentioning about yours? Because
No,
she was so hurt.
she didn't have nothing to retaliate for because as far as
Because
I'm
of the
aware,
video.
yeah, but see, I wasn't aware that video was a problem until that time, that night. The reason
So
why,
it
the
was a
reason why she
problem.
attacked me was because when me and her were arguing, she decided to say about her essay and how I would never understand and all the rest of it. And that's then when I said, well, I would understand because I've been essayed myself. To which she then returned and said to me, you've never been essayed because people that have been essayed wouldn't say that. And it's like, what? Are you joking?
No, I said you wouldn't post that. I didn't say you wouldn't say that. I said you wouldn't post that.
It's a 5-hour odd live, maybe even 6-hour live, Gem. You know, it's not just about your trauma and stuff. That's 6 hours worth of live there, yeah, nearly.
Long life.
No, don't
So-
worry, Lillian, love.
so
Don't
ca-
worry.
ca-
Listen, I don't say it for sympathy. I say it to be transparent. Because the one thing I am is truthful and honest. Whether I look good or bad, I don't care. And that's why I tell people exactly what I think. And a lot of people don't like it, but I'd rather be that than be fake.
But I have known Jem a very long time, Observer, and she is straight to the point and she is honest. And, you know, she's always took prescribed medication. She's always,
No, that's fine, of course. Listen, when you're battling someone, you're going to go for what hurts them, like she did with me. That's what you do.
yeah, of course you are.
You know, doesn't mean because I'm saying to her, go back to sleep, Gems, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean I actually mean it. I'm on medication myself, you know. But when you're at battle with someone, you say things that you know will trigger them. That's all it is. It's back and forth. It doesn't mean there's actually any meaning behind it.
So can you two leave this now where it is?
I can. I
Yeah.
must admit, I'm not happy with her apology. I felt like she was still mocking me with that apology.
Yeah,
You know?
give them a proper
I've got
apology.
to admit, and even Stell pulled her in on it. So
Yeah. No, that's fine, Jem. Listen, I'm not an unfair person. As
Now, will you
quick as I
please
can,
clip that out?
I'll go and try and find it. You'd have to tell me what the story is because, to be honest, I can't even remember. So tell me what the story is. I will then search through it tomorrow and try and find it and edit it. It's going to take a while because it's a massive file, but I will go through and do it. I'm not an unreasonable person. As quick as you start a war with me is as quick as it can end. You know, I'm not one of these people that will carry it on. I just like a certain amount of respect because I try and give that myself. You know, if there's a problem, come to me about it and then we can work on it. You know, if I don't know there's a problem and then you suddenly attack me, that's the worst thing you can do because now you've turned me into a bitch. You know?
Can I interject here?
What did he
Whoa.
just say? Sorry, I didn't hear him.
Can I interject here a minute? I think
Cool.
what's angered her the most is people calling her Down syndrome and stuff.
I've never called her that.
No, I know you haven't, but if they've said it and you put it up on a live or a recording somewhere, she's maybe been upset about that. I'm not making
Yeah, but
excuses.
coffee
She's a
cup,
live
with all due
party.
respect, listen, all due respect, you put yourself in someone's box on a live, you're subject to criticism. That's just how it is. So you either need to get a thick skin, like I've had to. I've gone through my fair share of shit on here. Yeah, you grow a thick skin or you come off. They're your two options. It's an app. This isn't life or death. You know, it's not a career. You're not forced here. But the minute you put yourself in a box on live like this, you are open to be criticised. Yeah, like
There's a
me.
difference between criticism and abuse, though, isn't there?
Well, it's not. It's hardly abuse. It's an opinion from people. Yet, in fairness, not a nice one. But that's how it is. Not everyone's going to like you. You know. And unfortunately for Claire, she's friends with somebody that happens to be in a bit of trouble on this app at the moment. And there's a row between him and another group. And because she's his friend, she's subject to being attacked as well as he is. That's just how it goes. You know, we're not children, we're adults. We are in control of our own mental health and our own life, you know? So if you don't want to be attacked, then A, don't attack anyone else. That's the first thing. Or B, come off the app until it's finished, or have a breather, or have a break. You know, you've got to control your own life. You can't come on here, open yourself up, and then cry because there's certain people that are saying nasty things. It's just what happens.
But
You know?
that's a bit
But it
childish,
still
Paul.
hurts, doesn't it, Observer?
Of course it hurts. Yeah, I've
It
been
does
run
hurt.
through the ringer on here. I know what it's like. It really does hurt.
Paul, do you not think that's a bit childish to go for other people?
There's what?
Do you not think that's a bit childish to go for other people that are sitting beside me?
Got echoing.
I'm not saying it's right, Stell, but I'm just saying it's what's logical, you know, because you are in a pretty vicious battle at the moment. You know, it's a nasty one. And unfortunately, there's lines drawn down the middle, and whoever's on the opposite side, they are subject to getting dragged into it, you know. And in all fairness, Gems hasn't exactly been silent. She has had her opinions. So the minute you've had opinions, you've now made yourself part of it, love. That's just how it is.
I was thinking you haven't done anything wrong, and I know Sal hasn't done that wrong.
Thank you, Rhubarb. Other people.
Rhubarb, I think you're echoing, love. Can you just mute a minute, please?
What?
Somebody's echoing.
Stell, you've got a microphone from Timu. Stop being a cheap bitch and buy a decent one, love, because it's echoing.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's actually a cheap iPhone. How dare you?
Oh, okay.
And I'm getting a brand new one tomorrow.
Oh, good. Hopefully we're all about to hear you properly. Anyone else got anything that they want to say before I drop?
Drove home from Aberdeen.
So what do you post then, the Observer?
Do you know what? I post everything. Anything that's going on this app that's of interest, I'll post. From Luke the Judge, Miss Red, Delusive Ange, bloody Stell at the moment, because, and I think
You
to be honest,
famous now.
exactly. You know, Stell, Red, and if that other woman, Claire Bear, whatever her name is, if she goes live, she'll be up as well, you know? Because that's what's currently going on at the moment. It's not biased, you know? I don't do it personally for anybody. I just go around, I've got a list of the current people at the minute, and I go through, get the lives and done.
It's called the heated
You trying to
decision.
keep the peace then, mate, or be the observer?
Sorry?
I said it's called Stell the heated decision.
Not you,
The new
Jeb.
Observer, and it's got 106 views.
Oh, okay, I'll look at that. Do you mean heated discussion?
Yeah, that. So
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
just
look at that
it.
then. I didn't hear what Rhubarb said. He's very quiet.
Sorry, mate. I'm just asking. Are you here to keep the peace then? Yeah.
Well, I doubt it, darling. I've just come up here and had a fucking...
No, listen, mate. I get your point. Like, people on this app do end up in situations kind of self-caused.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know? That's it. It is what it is, unfortunately. There's not much more I can say on it, you know?
Yourself, and that's why I come on here for a chat and just say, yeah.
Yeah.
And take me as you see me, yeah?
Yeah. The thing is, don't get me wrong, right? If you're friends with someone that's in trouble, but you've never had an opinion and you don't get involved, then yeah, that's different. They should be left out. He or she should be left off of it. Yeah. But unfortunately, Jem has had an opinion, which is her right. She has a right to have an opinion. But the fact is, you did have an opinion. So you've automatically put yourself involved now, you know?
In what situation? Sorry, I missed that one.
Between Stell and Claire and Red and I don't know who else, but yeah, that whole argument Stell's got going on at the moment.
I don't know what Stell's argument is, but it seems to me that is up. Like, maybe I'm
Well,
late.
do you know what? Stell's just one of them people. He would fucking argue in a phone box on his own.
Good lad.
He'll have another one after this. Once this is cleared up, he'll
It's
have another
funny.
one.
It's funny at times, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the cause is. You know, there's got to be purpose to fighting with yourself in phone.
We've just had a big falling out over something or another, and that was it. That was it.
But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to drop down because it's quarter
Life
to 12.
changing or not?
Time for the old man.
It really is. It really is. And now I've got a 5-6 hour video to go through tomorrow.
Oh, thank you for doing that. Anyway, I'm sorry.
No worries. I'm going to drop down. I'll see you later,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, bye bye. What?
See that sorted now, Jem?
Aye. How have you been anyway?
Pardon?
Pretty cool. Like she just dived in here to put like a police benches, eh? I don't know.
Hey?
What? Eh?
I don't know. I've just popped into your live, mate, and gone.
Well, that's all right. You can come and say hello.
Well, hello. Let's start there then, yeah.
You're
Hello,
Bob. I'm Stell. That's Mum. That's Coffee Cup. That's Gemma, and that's CPS.
Yeah, yours seem pretty cool. I like the guy with the guitar. Like, is he a jammer? Coffee Cup?
Oh, he sings, does our coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, mint.
And plays.
Yeah, he plays it and sings. Don't you, Coffee?
You've been spying on me.
Oh, you can sing, lad.
Top man. He plays and sings.
Yeah, he plays.
Machine.
He's very good with the guitar.
Do you mind if we hear a little bit to, like, you know, clear the air? It'd be nice.
I can't hear tonight. I've got my neighbours are here. They're going to be in all day. Maybe tomorrow night.
Oh, mate. Can you not give him a little sleeping tabs and just go for it, yeah?
Oh,
No, fair
bless.
play. I respect you. I respect your neighbours too. So, yeah.
I mean, they come to my door and said it was a good job I was up still playing the guitar. They come to complain. That was about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, my God.
You're better than me, mate. Me and the neighbour get the Porsche GT4 fired up, and then like the fucking neighbour across the road says, "Oh yeah, I'm getting the McLaren on." You go, whoa! Then we go, whoa! That's our music. Yeah.
Oh, do you play games then, Rhubarb?
Sometimes, mate. Sometimes. But I'm an honest person, mate. I'm true to myself, and that's what matters, eh?
Yeah, it's the best way to be, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like Stell, he always he seems to get the wrong end of the stick all the time off people. But he does.
I don't know who that was in the set earlier, but I come in and that's why I stayed. So I was like, shit, what's this going on about?
Tap up the screen, everybody. Tap, tap, tap. Send your
Tap
heart.
the
Send your heart.
screen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Remy,
Send
you
your heart,
okay?
please.
I'm alright. I'm just being
Fire the
quiet for a
GT4
minute.
up, yeah. Whoa.
You send me a heart, me. It shows me you love me.
Mm-hmm.
I've already sent you one.
I'm coming in.
Well, let me send you another one.
Well, you don't have to send another one. That's all right. You've sent yours.
Well, I'd send it, but it don't let you, does it?
No, it only allows you to do one a day.
If you're still on at midnight, I'll send you one.
Oh, Darren's going to give us a song. Oh, thank you for that. Who was that? Who just sent me that?
You asked for it, man.
Oh, thank you, Crystal.
Oh, I know the song too. What's it say? La 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 la.
Yes,
There you go, Rhubarb.
he's singing right now. He's playing the guitar right now, Rhubarb. Be quiet.
Will she get up, baby, now?
Oh, thank you, guys.
Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on, working on that. You know you twist, little girl. You know you twist so fine. Come on, twist a little closer now. And let me know that you're mine. Yeah, I do play. But that's me playing an electric. We're leaning against the unit to make it the sound come through. To try and amplify it.
It's all right. Whereabouts in Scotland are you from, man?
Ooh, that'll be telling.
Mate, I've just travelled back from Aberdeen, so I've probably been through all arses of all your towns, like to get back where I live.
Well, you've passed by my house.
Probably.
Oh, you have. I can guarantee you that.
Aye.
Where are you from, Rhubarb?
I live in a little lovely town in Cheshire.
Ah,
Custard.
what's that called then?
About
Custard.
7 hours from fucking Aberdeen. It's a big trek.
Always a posh one then.
What's a little town then?
Who's in Aberdeen?
Pardon?
Who's in Aberdeen?
You
Okay.
sound like you're from down south, mate.
Say that again, Rhubarb. I didn't catch that.
Who said that?
I
He
said,
said he
where,
travelled from Aberdeen home to a little village called Custard.
A little village called Custard. Yeah, that's where I live. Custard, yeah.
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 No.
My
So,
cousin's
give me
called
the first
Custard, we
initial
call
of the
him-
little
I'm
town.
Rhubarb, he's Custard. It's funny as fuck. He's
Yeah.
really night tonight, though.
Hey guys, there's 35 people in here. Get tapping that screen. It's free.
You tell them, Stell.
Don't cost you nothing. Get tapping.
So, where's your little town near then?
I'm near to a place called Stoke. Like it's about like 10 mile away, but like that's the nearest I can give you. Stoke.
So, is it up or down?
Stoke
Stoke.
City.
It's in
Pardon?
Stokies. You know where they live?
I know where Stoke is.
Hmm.
And your 10 miles, is it near Congleton?
It is, mate. It is. Yeah. Well.
I see. I'm a wise old bird, I am.
Wise old bird.
You just keep talking before you know it.
Listen, you like fucking Scooby Doo, you are, you know.
Scooby-Doo.
So, it's not Macclesfield then, is it?
No, you can keep trying. You keep trying. No, it doesn't mean with them.
No, he's got more of a farmer. So it's
Is
not
it in
Macclesfield.
between it? Is it Gosworth or somewhere like that?
No, mate. That's even news to me. Where the fuck's Galway?
Gosworth.
No.
Just up from Congleton. So it's Warrington. Warrington Way?
You can try, mate. No, not that far north.
Right.
No, I said Stoke,
Don't-
mate. You know how far Stoke is from Warrington? It's about half an hour at least.
Yeah, it is round about half an
Half
hour.
hour. It's how he
So it's
just.
not Newcastle under Line?
Hold on a minute.
No, mate, but
He said,
closer.
Natwich?
he said he's in Stoke.
Yeah, but he's saying 10 miles up, so it could be Natwich.
Near to-
Why are you so keen to know? Are you
We're
trying
just
to get a guy a
wondering, that's
visit?
all. It's
No,
new, we
I'm-
want to know.
No, the reason why is because I'm from Cheshire.
I reckon this
Move
girl's
on.
got a fan round
Mum,
here, yeah.
Mum,
Yeah.
if you want a date, just ask
Yeah,
him.
I'm from Cheshire. I've got family in Stoke. Up a team.
Mum,
Yeah.
if you want a date, just ask him.
No, I don't want no
Well,
date.
like,
I'm
well,
12.
I know where Nantwich is. That's a really nice town. Should we go for a little date round there then? Yeah.
No, no.
I'm only joking.
I know you are. No, I don't live there now. I live down the south now.
You definitely sound like you're from down south too, mate. You know. Got
I
that
think my accent
accent
differs,
going on.
doesn't it?
What happened, mate? What made you leave the lovely Cheshire plains to go to?
Well, Cheshire's supposed to be the posh part of the north, isn't it?
I don't know. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
like
Cheshire.
it here, and that's what matters. Like I
Yeah,
like it.
it's lovely.
Who else thinks? But I like it. That's what matters.
You ever been up to Buxton then?
Yeah, I love it up there.
Yeah, well, I come from at the bottom of Buxton.
You know, I used to do a job in Sheffield. We used to take that
Yeah,
you know, that high road through Buxton.
yeah.
We've got a pub in Buxton called the Duke. It's
Have
lovely.
they really got a swing?
Honestly, it's
You got
sunny
one
centre,
called
the Duke.
Cat and the
Take a
Fiddle.
pint there is mint.
Yeah,
You know what I mean, don't you?
yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
We've got a pub down here called Justice is on the Fiddle.
Is it? We got one up in Buxton when you're going up in the hills, going up to Buxton, called Cat and the Fiddle.
Yeah, I've been there a few times, mate. It's nice that.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
Are we just piss heads then? Do we just like to drop off at pubs? The thing is, for
Well-
me, like, I love it when I got a company card in my pocket. I just be like, yeah, I'm on a business trip, so just like, fuel the car up, then a sneaky pint, and then like,
I don't
Yeah.
drink. God.
Yeah, but you've got to admit the Northerners know what a pub crawl is, because you go out of one pub and there's a pub either a doorway going all the way around the town.
Yeah.
So you come out of your house and there's
a lot
pubs
of towns near
everywhere.
me. A lot of towns near
Hey?
me, like a few pubs that do their like, but they're just very friendly as well, yeah. But you haven't got to walk far to the next one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like you got to go. All right, we've left this pub. We're gonna walk for 10 minutes. It's like no, we're walking for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Like,
if that.
30 seconds.
A proper pub crawl.
30 seconds to the next pub.
Yeah. Soon get hammered.
Yeah, but you know what? I did something the other week, and I've never done it in my life. Did a half pint crawl, and I said to the lads, "You're being soft here now, yeah." But you know what? Like, we actually went to Antwich.
Yeah.
There's like 40 pubs in Antwich, so the whole script was the lads were going, "Listen, right, there's 40. If we get to every pub, we've still had 20 pints. You know, a half pint in each one."
Bloody hell.
Doesn't get it.
And there's us in South.
Jesus.
Pubs, mate. Half pint. Like when you're all like boff, next one. Honestly, I reckon we got to about 25 pubs, which is like what, 10 and a half pints or something.
Okay, now 12 and a half pints that is, isn't it? 25 pubs.
Yeah, but I mean, there's 40 to go. We fucking failed our mission. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? You'd end up having a bloody stomach pump.
No, I'll be fine. Like, just get a taxi home. Be all right next day.
Listen, if we
You're
don't
never
ever hear
getting
from
on
you,
a
we know why.
taxi.
12 pints is a standard night, you know.
That's my problem.
Oh, the Northerners like to drink.
Simple, innit?
Yeah, honestly, guys, it's fucking.
Listen, if you're gonna do that sort of crawl, right, I need to send somebody down with you, right? Just remember, you don't need to pay for the taxi back, right? As long as you lose them somewhere in the woods, it'll be perfect.
Bring your TikTok vids with you. You're more than welcome. Like, we'll do it again sometime. We'll book a night out there. You come along. See how many you can look for.
I don't drink.
Oh shit! Well, you be the best like vidder. Then you want to do the content? Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, you do the content.
Oh, you wouldn't want me to
can't
post
drink.
everything.
We'll buy you cokes all night, mate. If you don't want to drink, it's fine.
It's one of them. I wouldn't put the things you would want to be posted. I just post everything else. Embarrassing.
Your thing, like we're all drinking, like yeah, we're 9 pints in, like pick your nose once. You're like, yes, video.
Yes.
I'd wait till I'd wait till you're fourth and start getting used to why you started like being a bit clumsy, and then wait till you're about seventh. By you seventh, then you're thinking everybody's
honestly, I was
best
gonna put you
friend.
on the payroll then. I was gonna put you on the payroll, but now I'm thinking, like you failed the interview, you know.
Oh yeah,
You're sacked.
it's one of them. I'll wait.
You're sacked, Gemma.
It's all right. I'll still wait and get you.
Well, nice to know you.
Aye.
Oh, bless.
I'm joking.
Right, I'm going to go.
Aye. Is everybody all right though?
Yeah, you all right, though, Gem?
I am all right. I always am.
Why is Mum the Cheshire cat, but she's like got the? Who's that? Your dad or what? What's going on?
Oh, no. Me dad. No, that man, my son changed my profile picture. And what it is went to a funeral a couple of months ago.
Oh, sorry.
And it's my friend's husband. He passed away suddenly. And he's going to put him on as my profile picture.
No, I ain't laughing at that. It's just everybody thinks straight away, and it's not. And it comes a point where everybody says it.
You just
Well,
stuck
I
with
thought
it.
he had. I thought he put the other picture up,
Cool
not that
thing,
one.
really. Just bounce it as you want. But like, if the guy's like not here with us, have you given the respect he's due?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went to the
Yeah.
funeral and everything. So,
This
is
guy's
he?
picture we're looking at, he's no longer with us. No,
No,
No.
no,
it's a shame, mate. I had to go to an 11-year-old's fucking funeral.
no, no.
Horrible, yeah. So just put in context. I would not put that picture on here because that's like not right. But I get your point for respect.
I
No, it
thought
was
it
his
was the other
wife that told
picture.
my son to do it.
Yeah.
What happened to the other picture he put up?
Oh, he's put me as a dog and everything.
Yeah, I know. That's what I thought he still had up.
I've asked him to change it now. It's been up for about 2 weeks.
Right. So all you have to do,
You don't have
right?
to change the photos, anything. You
I'll
proper
t- Right. What all you have to do, right? You know where you go onto your main page. Literally your main page, and you can see your own videos, and you can see where your name is. If
Yeah.
you click on that, you can click on the picture itself. If you click on that, it'll give you an option to take a picture or even change the picture, and that's where you can sort it until healthy.
I'll do that now. I'll do that. I'll do that when I come off.
It's that easy. And if he changes your name, you can do it underneath as well. Just tell him that because he's not said hello for a while.
Oh, he's a little sod, isn't he?
You know. Well, at least you
He's a
know.
sod. But yeah, nice to meet you anyway, Rhubarb, and speak to you again. Stell,
Yeah, I'm here.
behave yourself. Keep out of trouble, mate.
I'll try, Mum.
trouble, mate. This girl's gone cockney rogue, you know.
Oh no. I'll see you later, Coffee, and I don't know.
Yeah,
See you
but
later. Well,
Yes. Right, big
Yeah.
love.
See you
Have a
later.
good
Love.
evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Bye.
So keep out of trouble, Stell. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? He went too. Wow. He didn't say goodbye, him.
I'm only here because a certain person can't tell me off.
Who, Ange?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she knows all right, and she's not happy with you.
Oh,
Why, did you grasp me up, coffee cup?
No,
who did?
she was showing her daughter something. I came across you on a live.
I'm sure she did.
Yes, she did. She's got family with her at the moment. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, quiet.
Well, how do you know that she knows?
What?
Because she sent me some pictures of the family, and I'm having a bit of fun.
What, and she texted you and said he's on a live with me being there and I'm going to be in trouble?
No.
What then?
She said the naughty boy can't do as he's told.
I'm not being good.
Somebody eating a bar of chocolate from it.
I just had bag of
Crisps.
dried pineapple.
Oh, sure. How can you eat it dry?
Quite easily.
Yeah. Freeze dried.
No, they dry it. They put it in an oven and dry it.
Was it gone hard?
Yeah. It goes chewy.
Good.
Oh,
You never had dried banana?
dried banana.
You never had dried banana?
Oh yeah,
Aye.
You get dried banana crisps, didn't you?
yeah.
It's the
I know you
same.
could, I know you could do it with pineapple.
Like pure pineapple. All they did, they dry it out so it becomes chewy, and you eat it, and it's nice. It's good for diets. It's very sweet, but it's thoughtful.
I'll have to see. Get my daughter to do it and try it. She'd like that.
And when it's on the conveyor belt drying off, whatever it's doing, they sprinkle it with coconut sprinkles and then bag it up. I got them from TikTok shop,
We'll have to have a look.
but I
I'm
think
waiting for that oatmeal to get here.
there were 12 bags in a shop, 12 bags in a box, and they were about £6.
That's alright.
You gotta love it. I got them from TikTok shop, and it's just like, yeah, cool. And then there's me. I've set up a TikTok shop as well. I'm actually a seller on there, but I've got no products.
I have it.
Well, Mark, first of all, you're going to have to go live. Go on with your face. You're going to have to show product.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I can't go live unless I have the product. I don't have the product to go live.
I have the products. I forget to do the video. So I don't. What you can do is post a video of the product being used by somebody, and
Yeah.
that still validates having it. So that's the way of doing it. TikTok told me that. So yeah, it's
Yeah, I've been
alright
told
when
it's
you're on it. You get
product
good
in a video.
discounts. You get really good. You do get good discounts on it and savings. So I like it, me.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. Just, feature the product in a video. So yeah.
Even if it's just a picture or you speaking over it and stuff and explaining how you like that product and stuff, that'll still work.
Now, you may get caught doing this, Mark. Very naughty.
What do you mean I might get caught doing this? I've done nothing yet.
But you can steal somebody else's video and then put it behind you as a green screen. Then you could be in the forefront, then overlay.
Yeah, but why would I do that?
Because then you got a sale out of it.
I'm a nice person. Why would I do that?
Lots of people do it.
You can't get eaten up.
Another way no one questioned it. I'm a nice person. Yeah, whatever. Most people do it though.
We didn't have to question it, Mark.
That is the correct answer.
You'd sell a pat in a buck.
I mean, I've got a TikTok shop. None of you's going to that and buy things. I think Angie's the only one that's ever bought anything.
Well, I hardly need
because I've
mascara.
got no
and
money.
eyeliner.
I forgot you want it.
And fucking hell, not all at once. What did you say, Coffee Cup?
Eyeliner and bloody mascara and shit, do I?
There's other things in there that you can buy. What did you say, Gemma?
I didn't know you had it.
I do. What did you say, Mark?
That's because I've got no money.
We'll get on TikTok shop and sell.
I would, but I've got no money.
Do you remember about a month ago?
1,000 in total with delayed
Oh,
24
right.
karat gold.
Who's talking?
Was it a month? No, but 2 months ago, right? I sold a whole load of the Ninja blenders, you know.
That's where I thought. I might have been. Which account is it? Yeah.
It's on Chemical Blonde account. And I actually bought one, right?
Yeah.
And then I was using mine, and people that I know were seeing it and said, "Oh, you know, can you get me one? Can you get me one? Can you get? If I give you the money, will you order one for me?" Right? And I had them in at a special price at the time, 37 quid they were, right? So I got about 9 for my friends. They all gave me the money, and they sent me one for free.
You lucky. Amiga. Wow.
He sent me a message saying, "What color? We'll send you one for free. What color do you want?" I said, "I've bought one already, but I'll have a nice green one for myself."
That's like.
Well, the
Yeah.
strangest thing is, that was the only green one in the box. But I sold loads of them to. I mean, other people were buying them off there. I was doing all the demonstrations with them. Do you remember that coffee cup?
Right. That's not fair.
Yeah.
I've done the makeup one, and Ange bought some of that stuff, didn't she?
Yeah.
For her skin tone color.
I'll have to, like.
It's under Chemical Blonde, Jim. I will send you a message from it and say,
Oh, I'm looking on it already.
"I'm here."
I'm already in it. And I'm looking.
Actually, hold on a minute. Have I got any money? What?
Actually, that ninja's still going for $29.99.
What is?
The ninja slice. Is it the ninja slicer?
Oh, right. See that one? Yeah.
Mhm.
If you want that one, let me know because I can get coupons off that,
Oh, good.
and I can do you one.
Let me have a look what you've got on here. I'm scared to go on my own.
I know TikTok loves me promoting TikTok Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got some stuff to get. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can't even see that properly.
That's a speak. What would weight you need?
Oh,
Everybody's so quiet. What you are up to?
I thought I paid more money than that for that. So I bought another one of them bloody phone holders. That's the second one that's broke on me.
I'll buy a lighter phone.
I don't even think the phone was on it.
Oh, you got to blame the cat.
No, the first one fell on the floor and snapped, so I said, fine. Right, the second one came that I bought, right, and I I twisted it together, and the fucking thing just snapped. I was like, what?
Stop buying cheap and buy quality.
Well, actually, it's funny you should say that because the one that I'm using right now was half the price and it's better quality.
Probably, yeah. I think
I
just
I paid about £8 for them each, and the one I'm using at the minute, right, I paid £3.59 for it, and what's better?
it's all in the name, isn't it? Or the brand, what they're selling out.
And the one I'm using at the minute, I can use a phone or a tablet on it.
Is it the I've just seen it.
It's got a little bit on the bottom so you can set the tablet against it.
360 with rotatable phone stand with iPad.
Wait a minute.
Does it have two little white lights on each side of it?
No, that's not that one.
Oh, It's also got flashlights. It's got fans, cooling fans. Hoovers.
Well, I know they're on there, but I wouldn't hold out much hope. I was actually talking about them tonight with somebody. So I got mine's 2 years ago from Philippines,
Yeah.
and it still works perfect. And I know people that have bought similar ones to the ones TikTok Shop are selling. They bought them in Spain, and they never lasted 5 minutes. And the thing is, in Philippines, everybody runs with these fans. So you know, there was the big ones before, wasn't there, with the big blades on them, and people's hair would get caught in them and things like that, right? Then they brought out these turbo fans that like it's on there, yeah. And it's just
Don't last. I agree with you. We bought one. I actually bought two. One for my daughter's room, one for mine. Guess who's broke? Mine. Didn't do nothing to it. It went when you plugged it in. It kept going off and on, off and on, so I unplugged it. So, yeah, I agree. And they only had it a day.
I had a Vax Hoover that used to do that. I don't know what happened to it. In the middle of the night, it would just come on.
I bet. I know. Shall we get coffee cup and CPS?
But they're only £8 them fans.
I was thinking if we did get them to do a challenge like the nose plugs where they have to pull them out.
It's called a portable phone holder, multifunction, anti-slip, shockproof phone stand, adjustable desktop phone holder for home office mount. And the picture shows two phones on it.
Let me have a look.
One above the other. But if you actually look at the phone on the bottom, it's not a phone, it's an iPad mini.
Okay.
But I've got a 10-inch iPad that fits it perfect.
I'm looking.
It's $357 at the minute. Just look for the one that's got two phone holders on it.
I am doing. I get 7.
It costs £2.57.
I like them floating glasses too. You know, the cups where they look like the liquid's floating inside.
Well, do you know what happens with them?
What?
When you put the hot liquid on it, yeah, it makes them dance.
What do you mean?
All the little flowers, they start dancing.
What cup's that?
The cup with the flowers on it, the floating flowers.
I haven't seen that one. I just saw this clear one.
Yeah, it's clear and it's got flowers in it.
What was that?
Have you never seen them things, right? That there's no batteries or anything, right? They've just got,
Yeah, I see which one you mean.
and they've got little floats in them, and they
Yeah.
blow in. It's like that, so it's the temperature of the tea tells you, by where they're floating. I don't know exactly how it works, but I've got one that does it.
Yeah, I pressed that.
But them mounts are quite good.
No.
So
7.
I've put in for a refund on that one that broke, but I bought another one of the one with the two phones in it. I bought another one. I'm not getting another one of them. They keep breaking all the time.
At the end of the day, if the product's not doing what it's saying, well, it's not really worth it.
No, so I'm getting the one that does work. £3.57.
It's good when they give you when you replace it though.
I think they just give you the money back. Which is a shame, really, because it's a good sturdy one, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just the weak point is the screw bit when you put the two bits together.
They don't. I'm sure they just do it on purpose. They don't make them last long. They have something purposely what makes them degrade.
Yeah, God knows.
One of them. You get them. They're fine until you take them out of the box after a few weeks of using them. There's something not working or it's not doing something well it should be doing. It's getting wobbly and everything. What happens with me?
Mark said he's going to buy 7 of them. Actually, Mark, they'd be very good. Oh, that's the phone gone. Thank God I've got a new phone coming tomorrow. I've just accidentally dropped my old one on the floor. What was I going to say? Yeah, Mark, if you got one of these little stand I'm talking about here, because you can actually bend it over so that you can have products on the tabletop, right, and show the product on the phone, and the phone will just sit above it and watch what you're doing.
Yeah, that might be an idea, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, these ones can do that.
That guy you jumped up.
I will say, just be careful with the bit that actually holds the telephone itself. The little clamp bits, just be careful with them. They're a bit flimsy, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, the only question I've got is, will it actually hold an S24 Ultra, because this phone's huge?
Well, I've got an iPhone 15 Pro Max in it.
Is that phone huge?
Yeah.
Can you tell I don't use iPhones?
7-inch screen in it. And my new one's coming. It's a 16 Pro Max.
It's got the biggest screen, an iPhone, or what do you call it? A smart.
Same.
I forgot what it's called. Sorry.
I don't know why, but I smell of cat pee.
What?
I said, I don't know why, but I smell of cat pee.
Does it ever float your boat?
I think somebody had an accident when they were up here.
Oh.
I mean, he is old.
Good fly, coffee cup.
Catch you later.
Night,
Night.
Oh, see you later. Bye.
Have you got like carpet cleaner? I think you said you did, didn't you? Clean 4-in-1 like I've got.
Yeah. No, it's when he's climbing over me. He sometimes dribbles.
You can get covers now from, you know.
No, he goes up one end of the chair and then across the back and down the other side. I don't know why he does it, but he does it. He never used to do it, but he's getting old now, so we've got to forgive him.
Oh. Well, actually, if it 11, it's middle aged, isn't it? They can live up to at least 21, 22.
23.
Yeah. No, don't. You put an age on him. You literally put an age on him. He's
23.
probably feeling younger than we all do.
23 years old he is.
Yeah, but he's probably been too much on the catnip.
Yeah.
That's what it'll be. If he's that age.
Now remember, right? Look for things that say, right, free shipping if you spend £22 shipped by TikTok.
I will.
Why does that mean we're not going to have a van turn up outside the house with the words "every" written on the side of it, and you're going to get a message saying parcel was successfully delivered to a park next door?
Actually, they're normally quite good with TikTok stuff.
Yeah, they're not half bad. I mean, I haven't had many issues with every. I've had one where it was like, your parcel's been delivered to a neighbor. What neighbor? I don't know.
When it was the other company,
Hermes.
yeah, it was terrible.
It really was.
When they became Every, they seemed to get a lot better. But I've had one incident recently with them where they said they put it with a neighbour and didn't tell me where, and I was screwing. I went.
Yeah, the same kind of issue we had. It was like, your parcel's been delivered to a neighbor. What neighbor? I looked at the tracking on the thing, and like it was about half a mile away. It's like I walked down to the street where it said it was, and like said to someone in the garden, apparently we're looking for a parcel, and he goes, well, I think someone's fucking you over. Because I thought it might just be you know.
Well, if they've stole it, it's not your problem, is it?
No, it is not.
Technically, you have to take a picture to prove it's been delivered.
Yeah.
So, either way, you get your money back.
You do.
And my delivery guy now, he's when the normal one, when he's on, he'll put it in the kitchen for me. He comes in, puts it on the kitchen table, and talks to the dogs.
Okay.
Around here.
I wait for him all day, right? And then I go, oh, I'm going in the shower, I can't wait anymore, right? And I go into the shower, and he turns up every time.
Yeah.
Well, that's Murphy's Law, isn't it?
And I say, next time, phone me and ask me for a date.
They do it on purpose. It's like, they purposely know if they don't tell us what time we're coming. You know, we don't go try and look, we don't eat, we don't move, we don't do anything until we turn up. And then when they turn up, they hammer on your door like they're in a copper. And by that point, you get into the door and they're still banging, even though you're shouting, you're at the door.
There's somebody at the door, haha, hee hee, ho ho.
So I inducted. They were very nice about it, but the guy kept knocking and knocking. And he wasn't taking the voice of, I am behind the door, I am here. So when he banged again, I banged straight back at him and shouted, I'm here! By that point, the guy jumped back and went, you shout at me. You need to bang on my door 500,000 times.
Does anybody think Justice was screwing tonight because I wouldn't let her up to speak?
Yeah.
It's quite possible. I mean, like I said, I'm not a mod anyway, so like it wouldn't have made a difference to me.
I thought you were, because you're on the other ones.
Yeah, I am on one of them, yeah.
I'll sort that out when we get the phone up. Because this phone here, right, I can't see nothing on it. It's a little SE. I'm getting too old for it.
At least you've got decent phones then.
A little iPhone special edition.
Yeah. Are the phones alright or not?
Yeah, it's all right, but you know,
It's about the same size as the iPhone 5, isn't it? So it's small.
Yeah. Alright, it's a phone, but I just can't see anything on it now.
The thing is, the phones are getting bigger anyway. The bigger the phone, the next generation, what everybody wanted previously, now can get them. But the technology, what's coming out, it just keeps getting better and better.
Have you seen the picture of man's evolution, Gemma?
Man's evolution.
Yeah, it starts off with a monkey and then the man goes all the way up, the man stands upright.
Yeah.
Right? I've got a picture very similar with that, is that right, with men, yeah. And it starts off with a big phone at his ear, and it goes all the way down to a little phone like a Nokia, and it goes back up again to big phones.
True though, isn't it?
But see, what they don't tell you is that when the phone was small, right, you also had to have a CD or a tape player. You had to have your electronic diary, which took up a lot of space. You had to have your pens and paper, a Game Boy. What else is there? Calculator.
Yeah.
I mean, you can fill up a bag full of stuff now.
I still remember the weight of a school bag, me.
These new phones can do all of that in one. And a TV. They're a TV as well, don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Video player.
You ever think where they get all this technology actually originally from? Not the army come up with a lot of stuff, but who the bloody hell managed to come up with making a board to be able to control and do a lot of things?
Actually, Wi-Fi was invented by Hedy Lamarr, and she was a famous Australian-American actress. She was born in Australia. And she was a glamour actress back in the day.
Wow.
And she invented Wi-Fi. And she was a PhD. She was a doctor of technology or some, I don't know what it was, but anyway, she had some sort of big fancy name behind her. But of course, women in the days weren't allowed to have such things, so they gave her a little bit of money and patted her on the head, and anyway, turns out that they then used it for the satellite navigation Star Wars system.
Wow.
And it worked better. And she said, well, that's my idea, I should get money for that. And they said, you're an enemy of the state, get back to Australia and shut up. And kicked her out of America.
So technically she handed the information over willingly and they stole it.
Yeah.
And denied her.
They stole it.
And instead of getting a printer's rights over the actual information she was sharing, she wouldn't have had, her rights wouldn't have even existed.
She was female, which means in America, it was white man, white woman, and then...
Oh, yeah.
So women didn't have a lot to say back then.
Oh, how good the times have changed, eh?
Mm.
Well, it's not a case of women didn't have a lot to say. It was a case of women weren't allowed to say.
And black men were not allowed to talk to white women.
Well, you feel a little bit, men feel like the tables have turned a little bit.
Now we've all got equality. Except for we give women equality and they can't handle it.
It's like, here's the equality for you. Thanks, but you're oppressing me now.
That's right.
One of them, innit?
You're making me do something I don't want to do.
Yeah,
what?
But the thing is,
I'm giving you
say something like that, but since you go home to a wife, let's say, you go, you get behind the door, through the door, wipe your feet, look at her, and she go, right, put the bins out. And she'll say, what are you looking at me for like that? A lot of men don't speak out. But
No, they don't.
do you think women have more over men than women do over men? No, the opposite way around, you know what I mean? But
And when I say these things, right, people go, oh, and I say, listen, we're not. You want to talk about what men are horrible men, right? I'm not denying that, right? There's a lot of men that are horrible, and we're not denying that. But this discussion is about horrible women.
yeah, women can be vicious as anything. They can be controlling, molestative. They can lie. They can put the tears on. They can do anything. And a woman is more times listened to than a man is. And a woman, all women know that. They brought up to say, understand this, if he touches you, he does this, he does that, then you get him done for it. But a man will always get told, don't ever lay a hand on a woman, never do this, never do that. But where does it say, if a woman does it to you, you can't do it back?
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Now, that is where it's double standards right there in them, because you're telling them about a child, but when he comes a man, he's not got the right to protect himself, but a woman has got the right to do what she wants because she's a woman. No.
Exactly.
It's equal rights, no matter what people say.
Yeah, I think that's what people get under. Like, they get under the whether it is, and it's just equal rights. No.
I've got a very close friend I grew up with, and we see each other off and on over the years, like any person would do. But he was married, and he didn't like her, and I didn't like her at all. But I found out it wasn't him being the domestic, it was her. She was doing it under influence of, let's see, D, and it ends with a G. She was doing a lot of that, and the issue was she was taking it out on him. Now, knowing what I've been through myself, I know it's not a nice thing to go through DV, and he was just the same as how I felt, just like anybody else would do. It don't matter if you're a man or a woman, it don't matter what you want to class yourself as. That feeling of being in that predicament where you cannot help but ask for the help because of what a person is doing to you, it shouldn't matter what gender they are. At the end of the day, a woman shouldn't do it just like a man, but there's a lot more women what are DV towards men, and when men are not speaking out because they think it's normal for the missus to scream at them when they get back from work, or because they haven't done something, they think it's alright for the missus to just scream, do something, or oh, she's done this to me clothes, or she's not made me food, or she's doing this and she's doing that. But if she was experiencing that off the man, she'd be screaming for help. Why should it be any different for a man to do the same back? Sorry, but in my eyes, my mate had the right to defend himself, but he also had the right to get out of that situation to be safe. And a lot of men don't even get that chance. And people want to disagree with me, they can do.
No, no disagreement here.
But if somebody does disagree, if a woman did disagree to being loud or, as they would put it, boisterous or joking or just having a laugh or teasing or winding them up, oh, I didn't mean it that way, no, I weren't talking to that person and stuff, that is not a person you should be with. Because if a woman wouldn't tolerate it off a man, why should a man tolerate it off a woman?
Exactly. My point precisely.
Well, everybody has the right to have equal rights, and a man should be valued just as much as a woman should be valued. If he wants to lay flowers and roses down for a woman should be doing it for a man too. You don't pick a frying pan up. You don't pick anything up. You don't do anything. You don't have the right to even throw something at somebody because you don't like what they say. You just don't do it. And a lot of women will just say, oh, it's hormones. It weren't your hormones when you were sitting and laughing. It's not your hormones when you're making tea or doing something or going out with your mates and joking about. It's not your hormones then, but it's your hormones when you're raising your hand. Or you're speaking out. No, it isn't. It's because of the person you really are. And don't be using mental health either, because mental health doesn't come into it. If a man can't use mental health or a breakdown or trauma or something he's gone through to the point he's been pushed that much against the wall by a woman or a person he's with, and then he reacts in a way where he raises his hand or gets out free, then unfortunately that's somebody who wasn't listened to at that time, and that's somebody who needed that help and that support. So really,
The thing is, right, it's like, even on here, right, you're 100 miles away from somebody, right, and they get gobby with you, and you you get gobby back, and they go, oh, you're not supposed to talk about to a woman like that. I beg your pardon, have you listened to what you've just been saying to me? You know?
It's ridiculous.
Really? And they go, yeah, but I'm a woman. But that makes not... Listen, you get it straight back.
Yeah. It shouldn't be one rule for one and a rule for the other. You've got the right, just like anybody else has got the right to speak out and defend themselves in every way possible. A woman can be a domesticator of a DV. A woman can be very manipulative and controlling, and before people don't see what they're doing, they've already started doing the same. Normally, you have a girlfriend, they would have mates, their mates, oh, have you seen him doing that, or have you seen her doing that? And they'll chat, they'll start putting things in.
Somebody said to me the other day, right, why is it you're always arguing with women? I said, because the funny thing is, men don't argue.
Yeah.
You know? And that,
just sit there and look at you.
Only me and Paul argue for obvious reasons. I wouldn't say the word on here, but you know what I'm talking about, right? But women will argue till the cows come home because they never take responsibility or accountability for being wrong. They never do, and they're too emotional. They got no logic in them at all.
Well, there's excuses that because they don't want to admit they're wrong for people to actually see them like that. That's why. They know they've done something wrong, but they'll still sit there and say they haven't, and they have.
Yep. And that's called gaslighting. That comes under coercive control.
I like that word, me, especially when you can see it happening. It just has to be said.
Oh, somebody wants to come up.
I'm not being funny or nothing, but I've been told you've been chatting my name, so why have you been doing that?
Who the hell are you?
Haley and Jess said that you said that I'm queerbaiting to then try our word women and like all that madness. So why have you been mentioning my name, Stella Andrews?
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I? My name's Harvey.
We don't know who you are. We're really saying who I are because we don't know who you are.
Clearly you mentioned my name, so you do know who I am.
No, I've not mentioned your name. I don't know who you are.
We haven't mentioned your name.
Then why am I getting
told
different?
Observer,
why am I getting told different then?
Well, I'd go back to them and ask them.
I did ask them, and they said you randomly brought my name into it. Listen, I don't know.
Yeah, love. Haley, we'll do it this way. Go and tell your friends to come in here.
Hold on. Haley and Jess have been shit stirring for a couple of days now, right? I don't know who this person is. I've never met them before. They're not in my crowd. I don't even know who they are.
Sounded young.
So if you're still there, I'm telling you now, go back to your friends or your so-called friends and speak to them about it. Nobody's mentioned your name in this live. Nobody.
Oh, well, weird that.
He's back in again. Harvey Logan or something, apparently his name is. Well, if they're not your friends, why are you listening to them? Nobody has spoken your name because we don't know who you are.
Listen, go on the New Observer, watch it in the morning on YouTube, whatever, and you will see we haven't mentioned nothing about you. We don't even know who you are.
I don't know Harvey Logan, Robert. I don't even know, is that a man or a woman? I don't know.
I've seen as I'm getting mentioned.
Mark's here somewhere.
We haven't mentioned you.
I'll bring them back up. Hold on.
Oh my.
I mean, the real question is, why would we mention something that we don't know anything about?
The person sounds young.
They do.
They're not there. Oh, there they are.
First of all, am I 18, darling? Besides the actual statement, I'm not friends with them.
My daughter's younger
telling me,
than you.
Are you going to let me speak?
Excuse me.
I said, are you going to let me speak?
It's older than you.
I don't care. I didn't ask about your daughter. Why should I care about your daughter? I don't know you from Adam, darling. I'm not speaking to you.
Have you come up here just to get some attention? Is that
no, I don't need attention from you when I've got more followers.
You've come up here to get a bit of clout.
Seeing as I've got more clout than you, darling, I doubt it.
Listen, whoever's mentioning, right, we haven't spoke about you.
Well, you clearly have spoke
about
about
me. Even know you, okay? So I don't.
Well, are you going to let me speak? Are you going to keep talking over me, you menopausal cow? Are you going to let me speak or what?
What you can actually do,
are you going to let
is
me
go
speak
and have a chat with your.
Gemma, let them speak a minute.
What an absolute muppet.
Who? Don't call my friends muppets.
Well, clearly she's a menopausal little slag.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, that's lovely. Pipe down.
And I've reported you for that, Harvey.
I've reported
for that, Harvey. So it's obviously one of these, what do you call them, people? Trolls! You know, because trolls hide under bridges, didn't they?
That was definitely a troll. That's a kid. Told you it sounded young. He's younger than my own kids.
I'm 18, I'm 18, you know, from Liverpool. You're obviously talking my name. No, we've got better things to talk about than Harvey's Logan's name. Anyway, what were we talking about, Jim? Mark?
I don't know, but that's a very strange kid. It needs to go to get some education. It needs to do something. It needs to do better in life.
No, it's 21 in the morning, or so, no, 10 to 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Education. Go to bed and get to school in the morning.
I mean, this dude can't even spell, so yeah.
It might even be an inset day, maybe.
Wow. Imagine somebody sitting there and going, oh, they're talking about you. And then thinking, oh, yeah, take that serious. Wow.
Shut up, Harvey. Please, be quiet. All right, we're not interested. Get it through your brain, yeah? We are not talking about you. We don't know who you are. We know nothing about you. So
and here's the fun part. We don't care about you.
Yeah, we don't play you. Yeah. We don't care about you. We don't care enough. So go back to your two little friends, yeah, and you tell them. That's why they're blocked from this live, both of them.
Yeah, but the one thing is, it comes as an issue. Why? Who's sending children into this live?
It's like, oh, listen to this, right? It's Haley. She's sitting there telling everybody she does a DV course to help women that are suffering DV, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she absolutely made herself look like a DICK the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
She came in, she's gone, nah. And somebody said, a man can declare's law on a woman. And she went, no, it's for a woman, it's for women only. And I said, no, it's not. And I even read it from the government website, right? And the government website said, man, woman, or non-binary person can apply for Clare's law. against any partner, male or female, right? And that's what it said on the government website. I was like, Haley, I'm reading it from the gov.uk, and she still argued, it's for women, it's not for women, it's for anybody. You can't bring out a law and say it's only for one gender, because that takes away equality.
How did she not know that?
She's an idiot. Because she's not doing a DV course. I think that's a load of crap. She said that's what she's told on her course.
They would get taught that.
And I said, I don't think so, right? There's no way they'd tell you that when it's not true, right? And if they have, then they need reported for that, because that was ridiculous, right?
I can't believe it's like, how can you say a woman can't do it? Yeah, they can. A woman can be, but under Claire's law, if they've got a criminal background, just like a man can. That law is there to protect everybody. And it doesn't matter what gender you are, it doesn't matter. It's there to protect any person what needs it. But, yeah, we don't know what we're going on about.
Yeah, we're only reading it from the government website, which is like a load of rubbish in it.
Yeah, it's common sense though as well.
But she really made herself look like an ass, really. So do you know what I said to her yesterday? Right, she tried to be smart with me sitting in that live, Gemma, slagging me off.
It's ridiculous.
So I came in the boxes and I said, "Do you know what, Haley? Did I write it? I think I wrote it. Yeah." I said, "Do you know what, Haley? Right, you're better off doing a first aid course."
No, that's even worse, imagine.
And then do a course at an A to Z of your city, so you know where the fucking hospitals are. Boom, boom.
No, I wouldn't want that person in charge of somebody saving their life. Mind helping somebody through. Yeah.
And then she's sending in little flying monkeys.
I know, but the children.
I know, it's terrible.
It's strange. Fully grown adults and then children in.
Yeah.
Why would you send especially younger than my own kid?
And then I find out that she had a big run-in with Yappa Yappa the other day. And I said, well, that's not my problem. You having an argument with Yappa Yappa, you're just keeping it going. You're told about it. And I don't really care too much about Yappa Yappa.
Very lucky, Susan. Oh, is he still in here?
I don't know.
No, I don't think he is.
Oh, Susan. It's been very quiet this year.
I mean, he's probably going into another live being like, I've been hearing you've been talking about it.
Hi, Jackson. Ryan's in. W's in. Mel's in.
He's a liar anyway, because them two idiots ain't online.
Are they?
No.
What is that? They're sat in here?
No, Jess and Haley.
Oh, right.
I mean, I probably do, but I've got no idea who they actually are.
Who are they? Is that their names? What they go by?
Yeah, I checked them yesterday. Because I've kicked them out of here. Both of them. Oh, Jakey's been in.
Yeah, he's been sat there. That's what I just read his name out. I don't know how long he's been sat there, but he's sat there. Somebody called Queen O at the bottom. They look like. Is it Jill? I don't know who it is.
Oh, he's back.
Is he? Oh, yeah.
I don't know who it is they're going on about. All I'm seeing with that name
Is this guy okay?
is just two women saying best friend BM challenge where they go shopping at B&M's. Well, these ladies look like they're in like my age, like going to like 30s, 40s. They're not children.
Again, is this guy okay?
No, I think he's got a mental illness.
Yeah, I think he's. I think
Listen,
there's something wrong. I mean, now we're
right,
talking
you're
about him.
making threats in the comments, and you think we're worried about an 18-year-old child. Are you okay? We've lived on this earth longer than you've been born. Are you alright? We're from an age where if somebody spoke to us like that, we won't tolerate it. Making threats towards at 18 years old is nothing. It's like telling the wind not to blow you over. Oh, dearie me. Children ain't got nothing better to do with the time.
No, clearly he's got nothing better to do at all. He's going to come in to a live where he has no place. No one's mentioned him. No one cares.
No, but the thing is, right, it wants us to mention its name, and I'm not mentioning its name.
The thing is, right, he's got
yeah.
he's got a good account, yeah, and it's a shame to lose it over two cretins like them two.
Yeah. Well, every time you say something, it gives us a reason to do something. You know, they're selling a solid gold gem set Jesus head pendant, 55 millimeters, 9 carat gold, solid gold, £2,960
Jesus Christ.
on TikTok.
Really?
Yes, on TikTok. Right. They've also got let me see.
How did you
A
come
scorpion. What?
How did you come across that?
It just showed up. I'll send it you. It's got them all. Right, I'll send it. Still no. What? I don't think I've got you on my backup CPS. But yeah, if you go on there, it's got all the charms and all like necklace pendants. I've done it on the Wild Ones account.
You know what?
It rings a bell, but I don't think I'm following.
I think Harvey's just in here to give us content.
Yeah.
I think he is, to be honest with you.
But it's not giving much. No. What was it? Did you not get enough love growing up or something? You have to now like try and target people just to get that attention.
You know what, Gemma? It was bottle fed.
Yeah.
What with petrol?
Yeah. Oh, that was quick for you, Mark. I like that one.
It was quick for me. I may be slightly unstable on my feet, but I am witty.
Did you end the wind blowing then? Well, it's a very pleasant young person, that isn't it, and the things it's saying. But a person who's got 18k followers. Oh. one of them, isn't it? How does she follow this? Like you like telling people to do stuff like that? It's not a very good look upon yourself, is it? Not a very good look upon yourself making threats like that either.
Well, Estelle said it'll be a shame to lose that good account over absolutely nothing. How many people has reported him?
Aye. But also, not just that, them sort of things, what you're saying there, that is justified as the law, what could actually come in. And unfortunately for you, the little child you are, I'd ask yourself, what do we do in these lives?
You've actually reported them anyway, all the comments.
Yeah. I'll do my business on TikTok. Oh, no, do you not? It's one of them, but you're telling us you got a business, you're 18. You're 18. What business have you got? I have 6 accounts. Wow.
You sit there stroking your hair for you or your ego. You just have to ask. You don't have to come in with all this.
Yeah.
There you go, Babas.
It's one of them. He says he's got 6 accounts. So if they've got 6 accounts, that says more about you than it does about anybody else. That just shows you troll for fun. Now I'm wondering, if you've got 6 accounts, are you really the person behind that account? Or is it somebody who's had the child to come in on this live and to try to start a bit of an issue? Now, could that be it? Could Mummy have sent you in?
I know who he is.
Who?
That's Haley's son.
Is it? Am I right?
Yeah.
Oh, so Mama, I sent you in to try and stir something up. Okay.
That's Haley's son.
Because when he's why is it because that person said
And he's not
6
18.
accounts?
He's not 18.
No, how old isn't he? 14, isn't he? She said.
Yeah. I know who you are, hey, Harvey.
Oh, but you know what? I think your mother is actually the one sat there writing, not you, kid.
Not lying, Harvey. I know who you are. Your mummy is called Haley.
Yeah. Do you really think we weren't going to know who you were?
No, it just dawned on me.
Oh, look, Haley, love coming as well now.
It just dawned on me who it was.
Oh, you have tattoos all over my body. I'll come around. Oh, yeah, okay. What are they stick-ons, are they? Are they ones what don't wash off for about a week or two? The ones what are all on TikTok and what can stay on your skin up to a month on some of them?
Harvey, go away. I'll report you again for. What is it? I need to report this account.
It comes under hate speech, harassment, bullying.
It's not hate speech because he's minor safety.
Oh yeah, it's minor, innit?
Underage delinquent behaviour.
Yeah. But go back and tell your mother.
Run off to your mum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not your ID. And you don't have to have ID for TikTok, so be quiet.
Unless it's a fake ID for when you go out with your mates.
Yeah, and there's plenty of them in Manchester.
You gotta remember, kid, I'm a mother. I've had boys, I've had girls, and you trust me, it don't take much for us to sit here and figure out who you are. But you know the one thing is, your mother told you, what was it? Your mother did say, my children do not get involved in my arguments or problems on this app.
And here,
yeah, that was mentioned, and hey ho.
Yep, and here he is, and she's hiding behind his skirt.
Yeah. Funny how that's actually happened. Okay. I don't know what's this. Yeah. Yeah, we know who you are.
Harvey, I know who you are. Now go away, please. You're a minor.
It's one of them. If it
TikTok,
isn't,
there's a minor in my chat. I've reported it. TikTok, there's a minor in my
Yeah.
chat.
the thing is, right, with him being a minor, what would a minor be still doing up at 1 in the morning when they've got school in the morning? So that's why I'm thinking it might not be
It's him. No, it's him.
is it?
No, if he's 14, 1 o'clock in the morning is a normal time.
Yeah. That means he's been listening to his mother, where she says, my kids don't hear what I say or do on TikTok or on social media. Then if they don't hear, why is one of her children in the comments?
TikTok, there's a minor in my chat. Kick him out.
TikTok, please help. This live is for over 18s only. And this person's coming to the chat who is literally a minor who would like it removed. We can just keep asking TikTok. But you know when you speak to them people, so
Mm-hmm.
make sure you've got a screenshot of them comments there.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know what I mean? If you don't understand what that means, go and ask your mummy. She'll tell you. Funny how they like go quiet in it.
Yep. Well, it was.
Yeah, it was quiet, and then we had a small. I don't know what you want to call it. Was like a commercial break.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be right back to our scheduled programming after these messages.
It's coming on a different account now.
I know I caught him.
Yeah, but you know the one thing is that's a picture out of a magazine and what's actually on it. So, yeah. Nice try though, kid. That's got to be a picture on a magazine or a picture off an app somewhere, or you've seen it on social media. That's a
It's like you would have
professional.
thought that he would have been the slightly better person and be like, say what I need to say and then leave it. But no, he's back.
Yeah.
No. What he's doing is sitting there trying to antagonise, and it's not working. But the thing
Indeed.
is, it's just giving us more documentation and more proof of what being said and done. And thank you for that, child. Thank you so much for proving. How could I
How
say
smart you
it?
really are.
Not that. I'd say just proving with evidence.
I do owe him an apology, though, because he's got a Mancunian accent, not a Scouse accent.
Yeah.
I confused them, the two of them.
The thing is, we've asked the person to leave. We've even requested them to leave. They're coming in again on a different account. Each time that person comes in, will get blocked. But the thing is, why it's getting blocked, more accounts are coming in. It's just giving us more evidence against the perpetrator. What's actually got you in this life in the first place. So,
His mum's an old drunk.
at the end of the day, she shouldn't be allowing you to battle her arguments. It's for her to do, not for you. So that is why you should not be in this live. But if you want to sit there and do what you're doing, understand this.
Just sit there chit-chatting.
Yeah. You're just incriminating your mother even more in her actions of what she's done. So understand that.
Yeah, if you want to sit there and do what you're doing, let me just count all the people that really care. You. Oh, wait, I'm out, people.
At the end of the day, we don't blame you for what your mother does. Her actions are not yours. So you shouldn't be sitting there trying to poke the bear of somebody else when you do not know what that argument is fully about. It's not for you to do. But if you want to sit there and carry on acting the way you are doing, that is completely up to you. But understand this, all it's going to do is get a knock at your mother's door, because she shouldn't be allowing this to happen.
All get used to getting knocks at the door.
Yeah.
Our mum runs a business cheap.
I feel sorry for them though. I really do. I feel sorry for them kids. They deserve better in life. They deserve to have everything given to them and more, and love and care, a whole everything. But unfortunately, some people don't get that. Some people don't get that bringing up in that perfect way.
Hi,
But what they
Rhubarb.
do, yeah.
Rhubarb's
But
back, everybody.
Funny how he's back again.
No, Rhubarb. Remember the guy from earlier?
Yeah, he dropped out before for no reason, for some reason. Now he's back again.
Got bored.
Aye. But
Yeah. I make money, more money watching paint dry than his mum does
yeah.
lying on her back.
They don't understand, do they?
Go and blame your mum for what happened to Jeff. Nothing to do with me.
Funny. Oh, what? Limited.
Rhubarb.
Huh?
Oh, night, hun.
Night.
That's nice of him to come in and say night.
Aye. Night.
Oh. I knew it was going to be one of those nights.
Yeah. Why do I got a funny feeling? It's only just started.
It's just finishing because I'm going to go to sleep soon.
Yeah. They can carry on. I'm sure we'll get a catch up of it all. Say.
Run their mouths. Do the London Marathon with their mouths, I tell you.
Imagine if that was possible.
I know. I'd be worth a fortune.
What, $1 billion pounds?
Yeah. You'd sit there and just look at you and make money.
I reckon that Kirsty's in here at Cam 2 and us. I saw something in earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was too busy dealing with my room and speaking to my people, and I just thought, well, let her do what she wants. I just don't want Jess or Haley in here, or that other one I kicked out earlier. Or the gobshite that I left in the I left on mute.
Which one was that? Oh, yeah.
You know who it was. I can't say the name. For legal reasons. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. I know enough. I know enough. What can I say?
I don't know. Have you tried saying you're welcome?
You're welcome. Do you think that'll make a difference, Mark?
Probably.
I don't think it will, you know.
No, it might do. I mean, you know, manners and all that.
I've seen more manners in a fucking safari park.
Oh, honestly.
No, they're meerkats. They're not manners.
When does your manners come into it?
When did the Hindenburg go down?
I've seen more manners at a chimp tea party.
Nobody's like live. What account?
Yeah.
That's you.
Oh, I know, baby boy. Where's my baby boy? Oh, my old man.
Who's making you an auntie?
Not me.
Not me either.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking through TikTok to see about if anybody you know what's doing you know what.
You know who is doing you know what. How am I supposed to feel? I said, you know who is doing you know what.
The only person with that
Love is for real.
I can't see anybody.
Oh, I had a big fart there. I should have saved that for that man that gives it £100 prizes for the best fart.
What?
There's a guy on here, and he does a thing where he gives it £100 vouchers, yeah, for the best fart.
Oh my god.
Have you seen him?
That's like, no.
Mark, have you seen the guy?
I can't say I have.
He's got sort of like a mullet hairdo with a moustache and a little beardy. He's quite funny, actually. Some people go on camera and some people don't.
No, I wouldn't do something like that.
But there was a girl on there, and she put the camera on the floor, right? And she's running about on her hands and knees, and she's going, right, I'm getting ready. And she let rip, she did. Oh, Jesus. Nearly knocked herself out with the smell.
Wow. Yeah. People just like, yeah. Why would you get paid for doing it? Why would you want to pay somebody to just...
It's the game thing, isn't it? You know, people go in there and gift and subscribe to watch these stupid games and things like that. So there's lots of people doing stupid games and things on here. It's better than the ones that just sit there begging.
But it's 99% men what do it, innit?
Oh, it's women, actually.
Is it?
Miss Red, Look the Judge, Angie, CLA, Evil Queen, and
They've all sent theirs. Oh my.
so they're always sitting there begging. And then there's
Oh.
Corey. Well, I don't know which category to put Corey in. Corey Wilde.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the non-begging sympathy card of K and Katie.
Yeah.
Or Katie and K, whatever you want to call it.
Did you hear what Red was saying the other day? Right? I think she forgets, right? She was the one encouraging it as well. She went on a live telling everybody that I bullied them too. And they just gave birth to a baby and they were homeless and shit. I was like, you, oh my God, I can't see what I was thinking. I was fuming about that. Right? Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Right? But there was Red and that, and Stell picked on them and blah, blah, blah. No mention of the fact, yeah, that they had done over several people in that town. No mention of the fact that the council in Ireland had given her 4 different houses.
Yeah, are you blocked on Reddit, Brat?
Huh?
Are you blocked on Red?
Yeah.
I'll put my camera on there.
So am I. It's the actual worst.
Hold on.
Oh, Gemma,
You
ask
wanna
Mark what happened the other night.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this to read.
Huh?
This is what Red's got on her
Oh,
account.
no, I've seen that, yeah. No, I can still get into the account.
Alright, okay, I'm just making sure.
Ask Mark what happened the other night.
One.
Well, I was just scrolling through lives on the FYP and whatnot, and like it dropped me straight into hers, and she went, "Hi CPS." I went, "Hi," and then I was blocked.
Seriously.
Oh, well, bye, CPS. We'll not have any of that lot in here, CPS. Bye. And I was straight on the phone to CPS. I was like, what the fuck?
That's ridiculous, why?
Childish or what? But yes, she's sitting there saying Katie Stillings the other day, right? How I picked on them and I'd bullied them and I'd done this, and they're making a case against me. Well, they can't because that's in Ireland anyway, right? And I don't think they've got an update on what's been going on over there, but I do. I've got an update on it all.
Mm-hmm.
And these 2 people, right? She's gone, oh, and she was suffering from DV and still put them in danger, blah, blah, blah. No. And she got the whole story wrong. She said, this is what she said. The woman went over there where she had her 3 kids taken off her in England because of DV. No, it was not because of DV. It was because of SA.
Right.
Right. And then she fled to Ireland with the 4th baby.
I've spoken to this woman, I think.
Yeah, probably. Katie Stillings, Katie. And then when she was over there, they took the baby straight off her.
Mm-hmm.
Then
I was on the phone with her.
She had a miscarriage about 6 months later. And then about a year later, she fell pregnant again. And literally, the second baby, and Redford had forgot to tell people that. She was trying to make me look so bad, she forgot to tell them the truth about this woman, yeah? The second baby in Ireland was literally 7 minutes, I think she had with her, right? They took the baby away in a locked room with a security guard on the door. They tagged the baby, put it in a secure room, and a bloody security guard on the door. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Because they had planned to
run,
take the baby and run.
I remember because they said they had one taken and they just had another one, and they said Northern Ireland wasn't given the baby and they weren't allowed to register it or anything. And I went on the phone to her on TikTok.
Yep, and Red didn't tell people, right, listen, Red didn't tell people how they were over there taking advantage of people so badly, right? Yeah.
And that's true, they were.
And they're going, oh, and you told this woman that they were dangerous. Well, actually, the boyfriend and her, right, Katie Stillings and her boyfriend was
a DV to each other. They would...
No, apart from that, what's his name again, Mark?
Kane.
Kane. And Kane, Katie and Kane, yeah? Kane is the actual one who's been done for the essay on the children.
Yeah, because I got told and I found out, and I told her. I said, everybody will know you for who you are.
Red sat there the other day, yeah, cursing me out for protecting children.
You've got the right to protect. She shouldn't be covering it up.
This is Red's double standards, you see, right? This is what she's like, double standards, yeah? When it suits her, right? Oh, you're in the right to protect children, yeah. When it doesn't suit her, when she wants to slag you off, it's like, oh, you've done it out of spite, you've done this for badness, you've done that for badness. Now, As it turns out with Katie and Kane, they somehow got their paws into a young lady who was had mental capacity challenges,
Yeah.
and they took a rather large amount of money off of her. Right? They actually went on a bus with her without anybody knowing. They took her to Dublin and got her to withdraw loads of money, quite a large sum, out of a bank account, and then dumped her back in Wexford. And then the local councillor who was helping Katie is actually this girl's uncle. So when they found out about it, they knew exactly who Katie and Kane were, because he was a councillor helping them get another house.
Yeah, because we got a woman who was in the same town and she knew the councillor personally, so she said she'd get hold of him.
That's right, yeah. Sunshine.
I remember I was in the box. I
Yeah.
was the one who was helping her.
Yeah. And
We
so
ended up getting in a hostel that night and she was complaining the next day walking up an hill. And it weren't even uphill, it was downhill to get to the housing place.
Gemma, that's right. And then and Red said I got her kicked at the hostel, right? She got kicked at the hostel because the two of them, it was a woman's side and a man's side, and he sneaked into her side, and the two of them were at it.
Yeah.
And that's what they got kicked out for.
Yeah, because where they got separated because the hostel where they got put by the council, because they wasn't married, they had to be sectioned off. He got put in the man's department, she got put in the woman's department. But that night when they got put in it, that's when it came out with what he actually was and what she was like. By that point, I weren't justifying her actions of her screaming at him and him screaming at her online and begging for gifts. By that point, the people what I actually asked for help, who lived in that town, who took her food and him food the night they got there, they actually got told because they were planning on meeting them the next day because they had a little girl, and we did everything we could. We were all panicking to make sure they wasn't getting in and getting near her.
Right, Gemma, you were there, yeah. And we found that woman eventually to get her to stop seeing them. She had a baby girl, and he's already been done for doing things to children.
Yeah, and what did they say? They said we're going to give them a few hours. They're going to get out of the town because before they know it, the town's going to know who they are, where they are, and they're going to be run out.
Well, Red said the other night that it was my fault they got kicked at the town. And I said it was nothing to do with me. It was they got caught doing the business in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Right. And
they got caught doing it, but not just that. They got caught out on.
Shush, Gemma, shush. Do you remember Katie put up a no? Listen, I'm supposed to have got her kicked out. Yeah. Right.
Right.
Katie herself put up a post. Do you remember saying, what was it? She said, the man walked in on me while I was extracting milk from my udders. You remember?
Oh, yeah.
Right. And I was half naked when he walked in and saw me. And because I had a go at him, he's kicked me out the hostel. So how's that got anything to do with me?
That's nothing to do with you. Because she was whinging online, he walked in and he was just staring at her. And because she stood up for herself, apparently, they got booted out. But she wasn't happy with that. At the end of the day, it was also because the hostel where they were at also got told of their history. And it wasn't through the council, it was through other people, and it was none of us, it was people in that town who was in that line making them aware. And by that point, they didn't want him in that hostel. They didn't even want him in town because there was literally 2 minutes away from a school, a nursery, a park 5 minutes up the road. It wasn't a place where they could be put. They even said, why did they not put him over the bridge? There's like 7 tents over there. Why couldn't they go there? But they didn't. And they were kicking off because they got told they was only going to get paid the ferry the next day to get out of Northern Ireland back over to the UK. And
when
they didn't want to do that.
When they were in town the next day, they found that girl.
Yep.
right? They went to the Garda and said that we had somebody watching them at the post office on Tuesday. The Garda took
No.
them to the post office on Tuesday. The Garda went there with them.
Yeah.
And I spoke to the Garda already and I said, no, nobody was there. I don't know what she's talking about.
Well, they've got to understand she lied through her teeth. She lied about everything. She lied about her kids. She lied about everything what she was doing. She was lying about fundraising, raising money, saving money, where the money was getting spent. She didn't even like the food in the bloody hostels.
That's
What was being given to her. At the end of the day, if you're that hungry and you've got nowhere to stay or live, you are grateful for even a bowl of food you wouldn't even want to eat, but you still eat it because you're hungry.
That's
You
right.
don't
Do you remember
sit there and
that?
complain.
Ham sandwiches.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And I didn't, you know what, they didn't actually look that bad. I even said I'd eat one if I could.
And that girl sent her boyfriend round with fucking frozen food to put in the microwave,
Yeah.
remember?
It was the kids. It was the kids' stuff. What she
Right.
said was she didn't need.
So according to Red, she told a load of people the other night, I got her kicked at the hostel. It was nothing.
No, you didn't.
Right?
No, you didn't.
And that we were picking on her and she'd only just gave birth to a little girl. And I said, it's nothing to do with us. All we
No.
did was tell people in the town that she was a beggar.
No. What I did was I got up in a box and I put her in a place, and I told everybody in that life what she was and her partner, and I turned around and that is when everybody said, "What was that?" And I said, "I've got proof," and everybody else who had the proof started coming in and saying, "Yeah, they've done this and they've done that, and it's a known thing."
Yeah, because even you didn't believe us when we told you until we showed you all the stuff in the paper,
Yeah.
remember?
I said, if you show me proof, I believe you. I said, because I've been through the local authorities, and now they work, and that's when everybody said, look, we've got the proof.
Yep.
Looked it up. I even looked the article up, what was in the bloody paper, and also the where they had it on the news. Well, not on news, where they had it for the courts, what she was in and he was in. So I don't understand where Red thinks she got that from, because it was public knowledge, but I wasn't made of it like a few others weren't, and in them lives it came more knowledgeable of what they did. But by the end of the day, I made her cry, me. I literally did. I made her cry, and I'm proud of that. Because you know what, it got her offline, and the next day she was booted out the town centre.
Do you remember that she kept on asking me for my birth certificate?
Yeah.
That was clear.
Wow.
That was clear. That was pushing them to do that.
So Claire's a supporter of them. So to me, that's showing me if you're a supporter of them, then you're no better than them.
And that's how they got my passport.
Yeah, because I was in the live when you did it.
Which they don't realise it wasn't even mine.
Poor people go.
Yeah, you make things up, Stell.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't mine. It wasn't.
At the end of the day, it's one of them when people lie about a lot of things, and a lot of people on the app speak about it in groups. It's not like you're not going to get told about the person going into other groups, and that's what we got told. It was because they've already been in every group they could do on TikTok until they started playing the games as trying to get money out of people. And I liked it where she said, what was it now? She said, I've got no money to a certain date, and then it was 3 days later she was getting paid. No, 2 days later then she was getting paid, and then all of a sudden they had no money again. And they were trying to say it's going on all on the hostel, even though it was already clarified how much that hostel was going to cost them, because the council said it live to them while they were on TikTok, so we could hear it. But also got told they would get covered with meals as well as a bed to sleep in, but they would have to be separated. She didn't like being separated from him,
Yeah,
That's why it was.
Red didn't mention the fact that she was given 4 council houses over there in 3 years, and every single one of them she brought him in. Every single one of them. She was told not.
She says he's never done anything to her. Then she turned around and said, "Oh, he's DV to her." Then it was looking like she was the perpetrator, not him, because he was stood there getting the abuse given to him. But the true colours came out when he was in that council office, and they both snapped back at each other because she wasn't happy. She had to wait until I think it was 8 o'clock before they could open the doors to go in this night hostel, what they got put in. And she was moaning and complaining, saying she was going to get cold outside and she wasn't well, realising it was all an act later on, just to get the sympathy out of people.
Durham's in.
Now I know what you're going on about.
Durham's back. So Red went in there and said to all these people, right, that I got her kicked at the hostel. I picked on her. I did this. I did that. Every word of it was a lie.
Every word of that is a lie because you didn't at all. Even the council said it while this girl was on live saying, "We do not want you to go. We want you to take the ferry ticket. Take the ferry ticket and go." And they were saying they're not going without that baby. And they turned around and said, "You're not taking the baby. You need to go."
And they had nowhere to go anyway because they were wanted back in England.
Exactly. They were already wanted for a crime. Apparently, she weren't what she didn't do. Later found out it is something she did. She ran with the kid. And she stole. She did a lot more stuff.
And that poor girl that they took the money off of.
But the thing is, she forgot one thing. It was when people said, "Hold on, where are you from?" I said, "I'm up like this part." I didn't say exactly where. She turned around and said, "Oh yeah, I live a few towns over."
Yeah,
and then when I looked, I realised, hold on, that's Birmingham, not Birmingham, Bradford, where she did it, and I'm not that far from Bradford. I can be any direction, you can try and find me, but you won't. But yeah, when I looked her name up, I went, that name sounds familiar. And I looked, I went, she's from you know what part. I'm not in Bradford, but I know. Let's just say Bradford's a very good copy. There we are. And that's what she didn't like. It was I knew a lot more information about her and the place where she came from. So,
Okay, Durham.
it weren't you what did it.
Durham.
Weren't any of us. It was the case
Hold
of
on
the
a minute,
knowledge.
Jim, hold on a minute. Durham, is it one of our usual nightmares?
Oh.
Durham, was it one of our normal nightmares or is it a bad one?
Well, I mean, it can't be a good one, you know.
No.
You know, I mean, normal.
Bad. Alright then, how bad out of 0 to 10, lowest being not so bad to 10 being the baddest it can get?
He's coming up.
Oh.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it anything to do with me opening my mouth the other day?
No. It's got a bad back, man. She's only for fucking. How long you had this back now, bud?
Since you got me pregnant.
Oh, lovely.
You're
It was your fault, Darren.
Fucking ibuprofen gel on her back, like fucking codeine. Nothing's working.
Have you used a massager on her?
Yeah.
Does
How
that help?
are you feeling now, Vicky?
Well, I tell you what it is. I'm feeling all right, but you know the pain is literally. I'm vomiting now with the pain. It's getting ridiculous.
Does it feel like it? Do you have like tingling or like pain in the legs or like swelling? Like feel like?
Well, you know, it all started a couple of like when we were going to see the kids. My right leg, I used to have loads of pain in my right leg, and I'm saying we used to walk miles to see the kids and back, and I was really ill in my leg. So I went to the doctors, and they said, "Oh, it must be like something like
Hip pain.
hip pain or something with us having the children." But then I put on loads of weight, but then I thought, well, there's my back. But then I've lost loads of weight, and my back's hurting more than my leg now.
It's a lower coccyx.
It sounds like sciatica nerve.
Well, I
It
know
sounds
what
some kind
like
of neuropathy.
sciatica is, but this is different. It's like
Sciatica is where you get like pains into your hips and legs,
All the way down
your
your legs. I
legs,
don't know if she
your
hasn't got that. It's just a
aching.
coccyx.
it's just like you know where your coccyx is. It's like
Yeah,
That could have been off an old injury as well,
round that all the way up my back.
yeah. Mm. With I've got
I'm
damaged
trying all
back.
day with pain, like.
Yeah, my back at the bottom's damaged,
Yeah.
so I get shooting pains up and down my spine. I also get it into my hips and down my legs as well. So I can have numbness in my legs and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
So how what do you take for that? Do you mind us asking?
I'm on 60 millicodamol with pregabalin, amitriptyline to try and calm the nerve damage down as well. But
I'm
not
on
just with my back, but
I'm on
with my chest.
antipylline. I'm on codeine 30 mils. I'm on the strength for the
I take
gel.
230s. I take 230s. That's what I'm on hospital strength.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I'm on hospital strength, what 230s, and that's dissolvable. So that's what they give me when I'm in hospital, but it's also what I take when I'm out of hospital now. Like the amitriptyline, I have to have that in the morning and at night, and I can have it in the afternoon if I really need it. I have like liquid pre. I have to have that in the morning and at night as well. So it's about, are you eating when you're taking your meds and stuff by any chance?
Well, like I take me like mental health tablets in the morning. I take the antipylline, my codeine, some paracetamol, the ibuprofen and ibuprofen gel.
Do you take it by any chance with a cup of tea or coffee?
That's what I normally do with like coffee. I
Right,
drink a good cup of coffee.
Right, when you
Dissolves
take
quicker.
but when you drink coffee or tea, it's a natural laxative. It's like a laxative to your stomach,
Yeah.
right? So it's not. It doesn't really coat. It won't coat your stomach. It just makes everything pass through a lot quicker. So you need to have something to eat in the morning. Have some juice with it. Wait half an hour before you have a brew or anything. But what you could do is ask the doctors to do your medication and to see physio, because it might be the case of if physio looks at you and they might be able to say, right, listen, you might need to use this, or they might say, right, we need the doctors to do medication, we might have to do more things. So have a chat with them, because you being in pain with your back is the worst pain you could ever have. Have you got like any warm beads or anything like that? What
Well,
you can
Put a water bottle on the
I
back.
have my hot water bottle, of course. I've actually got 3 of them. I've tried the cold presses, like the ice packs.
Yeah.
Actually, that makes it worse. So it's like heat with me normally.
Yeah. So do you have a hot water? Do you have like a heat blanket or anything like that? Electric heat blanket?
No.
Right, buy one because that is going to be your best friend. Because
Is it?
if you can sit in a chair on top of sit on the heat blanket
No, it's
itself,
not here, Jim, actually.
right, you're gonna get the heat straight to your back. You're not gonna get any cold. Get one of them because I've got one of them, okay? And I have one upstairs and I have one downstairs. Even my daughter's got one, right? Hot water bottles. Put it on your back, yeah, but just remember just to make sure it's not too hot because that can cause more problems because it makes your back more sensitive if you're constantly putting hot water bottles on.
Yeah, I've noticed
Right?
that because, like, tonight I was literally crying with the pain.
Mhm.
And, like, my partner went out because, like, I buffing and I put the gel, like, all over my back. And I
Yeah.
had the hot water bottle and I put it next to it. It was actually really all right. But then it was like the whole body was like going red out of it. So I was like moving forward was hard to, but then my back was hurt, and I thought I can't get any pain here. Like
Just use the heat cream on your back if
no,
you
the one
can.
I've got is actually from the doctors.
Fucking ibuprofen gel, Jim.
It begins with a PH.
Shite. It's crap. Voltarols. I'm getting Voltarols
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Well, I think I've got that one. Is that the ice cold one?
what? I'm
Because
gonna
your
get some-
dad got me that
I'm going
one.
to buy some Voltarols
But
tomorrow.
my mum got one.
Well, there again, see what the doctor does.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go like because it's getting the point I can't even walk up the stairs.
Yeah, it does sound more like sciatic, and it could be onset arthritis. Now, if you've got a back injury and you've had issues walking in the
That's
past,
right, because you fell down the fucking stairs.
Well, I fell
You
downstairs a
slipped.
lot of times.
No, you slipped.
I did slip a
I
couple
didn't
of
get.
years ago on the
Let's-
ice, and when I fell, I literally.
I think
They
that's
said
what
I
it
did,
is.
my coccyx bone.
Because arthritis can set in.
I'll tell you now, right? How I injured my back is because some this happened to me as a kid by somebody, and I got pushed, right, and I landed on the bottom step and it cracked. Now my back at the lower part of my spine is the part what's injured. It has been for many years. I've got slip disc tract nerves, torn back muscles, but will not heal. Now the thing is with that, if you've had trauma for so long on your back, yeah, people can have operations, you can have nerves sorted and stuff like that. You can have the injured, you can have what procedure under anaesthetic way, right? But they don't always work. Now, they say physio works, but sometimes physio can make it worse and irritate it even more. The thing is, they need to balance your pain, but also the medication. It's not going to take it completely away, but if it's sciatic nerve, it could be anti-inflammatory. They could give you more of. They could give you one of your pain medication. Updo it a little bit.
What it is, right? It all started because, like, when the kids went, we had to go to this place. And what was it? A couple of miles from here. Where we are, and I used to walk it, no bother, and then stop me. My right leg was starting to like I said, the doctor was like a pain in my hip, all was going all the way down to my legs. I was crying of it. So he gave us like a triple A and stuff like that. And
does it feel like it's going into the private bone?
Pardon?
Does it feel like when going into the hips and the pubic bone? Does it feel like it's hitting that nerve?
Well, do you know what your hips is? It's like what your right leg did, but then I put on weight. Well, of course, and then my back started hurting. So I was like, so wait, the doctor says, like, he said because I've had like 6 children and they were quite, like, the last 4 were quite big. So it's on my back, the bottom of the thing.
Have you
And then they were saying because of the weight, but I've lost that much weight. I haven't got the pain now. The pain's coming back my leg, but my back. Honestly, I swear to God, if you could take your spine out, I would do it.
Have you ever heard of naproxen?
Yeah.
She did prescribed her that.
Yeah, well, what it is, I'm at the doctor and prescribed it for a week, and I
Okay.
thought it was on every like week, but apparently it's not. So I'm gonna have to go back to the doctors because
Right.
something's gonna have to change.
I can't take
Naproxen
that
is
stuff.
right.
Mind you, I can't take ibuprofen or
I'll
anything because it makes me
I'll
cough.
tell you what naproxen is. Naproxen is a
Ibuprofen.
non-opiate medication. It's an anti-inflammatory, but also a pain medication at the same time.
Yeah.
Anti-inflammatory can be used from endometriosis to sciatic nerve to multiple things. But some people can take it, some people can't. Now
I
I can
can't.
take it, my
Can't.
daughter can't.
My partner can't. You just vomit anything
It's not.
with
It's,
ibuprofen.
it,
Even the gel's all right with him, but anything like that.
makes me cough blood from your gastric.
Yeah, then it means it if naproxen's doing that, that means it's giving you some ulcers.
Yeah.
So that's the reason
That's
why
why
it's
I'm on
doing that.
Lanzaprazole.
That's the best thing not to take
Yeah,
it.
that's why I'm on the Lanzaprazole.
Yeah. That's what I'm on. Do you have undissolved or non-dissolved?
I used to be on omzoprazole, which I found
You're
a lot
still
better.
on? What are you
No,
on
I
now?
don't take
I
that.
found
As
that
I
better.
said, lapazone.
No,
I'm on
Lanzaprazole.
Lanzaprazole now.
That's what I'm on. 30 bills.
Yeah, the for your stomach, they're like meprazole. They're just exactly the same as meprazole, lapazone.
Right.
Opposite. Oh no.
Like I said, like on Monday, because I can't go out with doctors, I swear to God, man, you cannot.
You're going to the doctor's tomorrow, matey.
Well, hopefully I can. I'm literally, I've got respect for them because I've got respect for everybody, but honestly, I couldn't even walk. I was coming down the stairs just to go to the toilet, and I thought my legs were going to give way.
Yeah, they need to have a look then before I go look at it. It could be the coccyx itself are pressing on the nerves in the spine, and that's probably what's making you lose balance. I've dealt with mine for the last 20 odd years.
Can I ask you a question? Did did you go for like one of them was it X-ray things?
I've had X-ray, CT scans. I've even had it where I've been in a tunnel thing. I've had everything done.
Oh, so all I need to do is ask my doctor to like an X-ray or something.
Yeah, but ask your doctor to put you forward for an X-ray, but also ask them to put you through for a CT scan. A CT scan will show more up of the muscle mass.
Right, I took something so like this down.
And also how the spine is actually looking. It'll also pick up the discs. A CT scan. Now an X-ray will pick up bones and like hard and like matter in your body, so it will just show the shadow of the discs and stuff and the slight shadow of the muscles. But what you really do need is CT scan. You can lie down on it. It's something what just goes over the top of you there, or you can have one where you can just go in a little bit.
I try to put me inside.
Listen, I'm not bothered if it stops this blooming pain. I'll do anything.
I don't open one.
But normally, if it's that, but if they say, oh, they can't find anything, then turn around and say, but